All left.
Up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
Down.
back to what is going down
Sideways.
in history as one of the D&D campaigns being played on planet Earth today.
I'm not playing it today either.
TSVA D&D stream. Hang on a minute. Is there a reason why my map is crazily blurred?
I don't even see a map.
We shall investigate.
If you log on to Roll20, hang on a sec.
I'm there.
I
map's
have
fine.
a blank map.
Oh, I actually have a map.
Oh, wait, no,
Just
it's tiny.
refreshed.
Hang on.
It is a single square big.
It's so cute!
Right.
What happened?
Right. I've
That was
had a
Jodie, not
technical-
Eirys.
Technical issue here.
It's so tiny!
Eirys is
It's
a cinnamon
skinny
roll,
map.
and we all know it.
Wow. There it is.
Oh,
And a
man.
little bit more rectangle.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
There we go. I've made several changes to this map since I stole it from Arby.
Nah.
Yeah. Cool.
The source method, best way of making a map.
Stealing method. Amen to that. Steal it from a friend. Anyway, welcome back.
It has
to...
passed through fire.
It has.
It passed through ketchup.
Ketchup. Anyway, welcome back to the TSVA D&D campaign. My name is Jameeesh. I'm the one who's responsible for the mess you're about to see. Joined by dear friends, Comikat, TrashQueen, Jojorawr, Arby,
Hello.
and the most darling and dear Zoe.
Hello.
That sounded like a foghorn in the background. We apologise
calling
in
you
advance
out.
for what you are about to see.
We get really excited about Zoe.
She is quite exciting. Anyway, let us begin.
Lettuce.
Last time, let's dive straight in. Assuming that Sintyrr has added the XP, you should be on 925 experience points from last time.
920, you say?
925. Yes,
Yeah, 95.
See,
I'm level 3. Is that correct?
that is correct.
Yep.
I need to fix
Okay.
that.
Last time, the Dysfunctionals, as you are being named by me, you fought bravely
Sorry, guys.
against an invading horde of gnolls. You came very, very close to losing some of your number again, but prevailed. You spent the rest of the day resting up in the Aberrant Eye Tavern with the Dragonborn on duty behind the bar, inquiring about a potential job lead in hunting the gnolls, who had been attacking the town multiple times over the last month or so. You replenished some of your supplies, had some drinks, and learned a little bit more about one another, and about Arthrin, who is a new friend who wishes to join you on your journey up the mountains of Trine to the temple at its summit, after having argued with his second cousin, who apparently is a captain of the guard, who helped to repel the invasion as well. So, you guys have had a night of rest. You've gathered together some rudimentary food supplies, but morning rises. Has anyone been keeping track of the date? Because I've totally not been.
Did you set your date?
It was roughly 3 days or something until the spring festival at the
We'll say
Green
it's,
Grass Festival.
we'll say it's 2 days until Springgrass then.
Something like that,
Perfect.
yeah.
You wake
Let me
up on
write that
morning,
down.
And it's Tarsak the month, I think. That'll make it the 29th.
Yeah.
It was
Tarsak.
before we, let's see, it was the 20th of Tarsak, when I think the day after we met Sintyr's dad. No, Sintyrr is his dad. Kyro's dad.
Oh, okay.
No, that night I think was the 20th of Tarsak.
Okay, in that case, I'd say it's probably closer to the 27th then, because it's been about a week that you've been on the journey to the town.
Yeah.
And I'll say you've been waking up on this the 28th then. So it's another the rest of today, tomorrow, and the day after. So on the 4th day from now is the spring festival, according to the calendar of the Forgotten Realms, which is what we're using. But yes, you suspect. I'll say, Ella, you're a rock gnome, so you're aware of mountains and the kind of terrain that presents. You strongly suspect, looking up the vast mountain that kind of rises up the stair from Trinstone, that it's going to be longer than 4 days to get all the way up there and all the way back down.
Okay.
There is a circus around. You see a number of performers. A couple of half-elf twins have come into the Aberrant Eye for the morning to get something hot for breakfast. What would you guys like to do?
Last time, I know that it kind of like 1,000 things were done at the last minute. Did I manage to get those potions to somebody to, I can't remember what you call it, but like check them out for me and tell me what they are? And if so, how much did it cost?
I'm going to say no, you didn't make that investigation because you were just going for... yeah, you were just going for the provisions. Yes.
Okay.
Hang on a sec. Hearing some disturbance on the line. You ask around. There's a general store. There's a blacksmith up on the 2nd level of town, and a guard room.
We were gonna sell a bunch of stuff, I think.
Yeah, we had all those things.
There's no single place of the kind that would have any knowledge of those potions. The closest thing is the general store, and the halfling who's manning it, he kind of looks at you oddly as you present the 2 kind of vials to him, and he turns and goes to the back room, and you hear him yell, "Heather!" And there's clattering and clashing, and another female halfling voice going, "What is it, Nerf? Someone wants to know what a potion is! We don't sell any potion!" And then he kind of comes clattering up to the front. It's like, "Right, okay. I'm sorry, but we've only been in town for the last couple of months. We're still setting things up, really, and I'm so afraid I can't help you with that."
Okay.
There's one that like has a bead that gets bigger and smaller, right?
Yeah. There's one which has some bubbles inside that rise and then shrink down and then slowly rise again and then shrink down again.
That one probably messes with your size.
I mean,
that seems like a good theory.
Eirys has been keeping them hidden though, or like not keeping them like super hidden, but she hasn't like been like, "Hey guys," and like presented them.
Okay.
And I don't imagine she'd know.
It's fine. I say nothing.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So
She'll just hold tight to him.
You know that in time you may be able to investigate maybe at another town, or maybe even at the temple that you're heading to. There's maybe more knowledgeable people up there.
Like Zentron.
Who knows, my dear? What would you guys like to do?
Ella would like to go to the blacksmith because her armor's a bit beaten up. So
we're going there too.
And
you can carry some stuff.
Yeah, I think we'd like to hire help to carry all this upstairs. We don't
need to hire help. We can just do it.
Well, yeah, I meant sorry, like get everybody to help us.
Oh, okay.
Like our own peeps.
See how it is. We just hire help.
Yeah.
No, technically you're unpaid interns.
That's even worse.
As you guys get yourselves ready with the cart that you had loaded up with the weapons and the detritus,
We have a cart.
remnants of the fight with the gnolls, around the corner, Eirys, you see this first. Arthurian walks around, and he's got his kind of battered leathers on and his longbow on his back, and he makes eye contact with you, waves and walks over. Good morning.
I don't wave back. You're right on time. Come with us.
Where are we going?
Smith.
Blacksmith, sort out your gear.
Okay, I guess you need help with... And immediately, Ella and Yell, you lumber him with a bunch of the swords. He's like, oh, okay.
There you go!
Thank you. You're surprisingly
You're
strong
welcome.
for someone so small. Okay, and he just kind of like struggles with the. You've given him 5 swords, and he's going to try his best to carry those up, and the rest of you will take a similar number.
I'm gonna tie the spears together into a bundle.
Yep, that's easy enough to do. You guys are together. You're able to walk up to the second level. A walk that would normally take maybe between 20 and half an hour takes closer to an hour because of the heavily laden nature of these weapons. But you make your way up there, and the sun is rising in the mid-morning time, and most of the rising mist from the kind of mountain air is evaporated by the time you make your way up to the top. And you head up to you head your way up to the blacksmith, which is again the building made of more solid set stone, large bricks that are kind of roughly and crudely mortared together, and rising from a large chimney on the right hand side of the building. There's a kind of an L shape to this thing, and the right hand side of this L shape has a large furnace chimney rising, and there's already thick black smoke evaporating and rising into the mountain air. You guys walk through the door, and you hear the kind of traditional tung, 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 tung of a hammer on an anvil, and then you hear a shoo as the sword is placed into some cooling water, and less rest to one side as a rag flies across your peripheral vision, and walking into your view is a stocky half-orc with relatively long tusks, giving him a large underbite. He looks up, and clasps his hands, takes off gloves, and claps his hands together, rubbing him off the detritus of his work. Well, good morning. How can I help?
I'd like to sell some things. All of these things.
Oh, well, all those things. Well, why don't you present them up here? And he moves to a large table that's got lots of detritus and tools. He's obviously not a very organized worker, but he moves it all to one side, sweeps some space off a large table, separating him from
I'll
you.
put them in piles. There's 10 Gnoll spears, 11 Gnoll longbows, 1 Gnoll glaive, and 10 crude armor.
Okay. He is going to take a look at those. Oh, wow, okay. Is that my phone or is that yours? It's not mine.
Oh, it was my phone.
Not
sorry.
mine.
Okay. So can you say that again?
Oh, 10 Gnoll spears, 11 Gnoll longbows, 1 Gnoll glaive, and 10 crude armor.
Okay. He takes a look at the armor pieces as you present them. He's just like, well, these are just pieces of haphazard material. There's not much I can do with these. I suppose I could.
I'm sure you could do something.
Turn them into straps or something.
I suppose I could use them to hash together my equipment and stuff, but it's not much use to me. I'll give you maybe 1 gold piece for all 10 sets.
Does that seem fair? Out of character? I don't know.
Make an
What's the
insight
going
check.
rate? I'm not the
Can
person.
I
for
also
that.
do this, please?
Yeah.
Or would I
Okay.
assume I wouldn't already know?
Who in our party is mercantile at all
I
or
don't know.
charismatic? Anyone?
Let's just.
I'm
I'm not-
charismatic. Don't know if I'm
Okay.
mercantile.
Usually this is me, but Kyro is not.
Okay, insight.
Hold on.
21.
Yay!
You get the sense that he genuinely, like, you look at the pieces of Gnoll armor that you presented to him, and they are just like haphazard hide pieces of material roughly hewn together. Like, they don't immediately appear to you to be worth
I rolled a 1, so I'm like, that's armor.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
feel-
Are we just talking about the armor?
We're just talking about the armor at the moment.
Oh, that's fair then. I thought you were
That
talking about
seems
like
fair.
everything. I was concerned.
What? No. I'm just looking at the armor pieces. I could use that material to maybe, lash together some spears or, But
Melt it down into something.
I might be able to
It
craft those
is
pieces
leather,
to
I'm pretty
something.
sure. Okay.
Just like rough
Um,
hide.
If anything, just for the raw material, like I mean, it is from a bunch of gnolls.
I'm gonna let Eirys make the actual transaction.
Seems fair. How much for the weapons?
You can. Okay, he looks at the spears. He kind of like glances them over.
Well, these are crude. These are cleared signs of wear and tear. I'm guessing that you got these from those gnolls.
Which we defended your town from, yes.
Absolutely, you know.
He kind of like flourishes it around, it twists it around his head, and hacks through the air, and it kind of like stops midway in a way, and the control that he shows belies that he's had training with these kind of weapons. He kind of looks, he says,
Well, I won't deny that these are salvageable, but it would take me time and effort. I'll give you
3 gold pieces for all 10 spears.
What else was there? Was it just the armor and the spears? Was there more?
No, there's 11 longbows and a glaive.
Now, those longbows are perhaps more serviceable. I'm willing to give you 50 gold pieces for all the bows.
Whoa.
And now this
How much for the whole lot?
This glaive. This is something special. Let's see. I'll give you 10 for the glaive, 50 for the bows, 4 for the spears. It's 34. 35 for the whole lot.
Wait, did you say
Anyone
15
want the
or
glaive?
50?
Yeah.
Did you say 50 or 15 for the bows? Because I thought you said 50.
50 gold pieces for the bows.
I'm sorry. Calculation is my strong point.
No, sorry, that was out of character because I just didn't know.
He's offering you 50 gold pieces for the bows.
50.
Offering you
Yeah.
another 10 for the glaive. That's 60 in total. 4
Hmm.
gold pieces for the spear, and 1 gold piece for all the armor sets, which brings it up to, I believe, 65.
65.
Yeah, okay.
He kind of like struggles through. You guys help him out a little bit.
Well,
Oh god, no.
65 gold, and I tell you, once I finish with these pieces, I may be interested in reacquiring some of them. There's potential in those
All right.
bows to be reforged into something very special. And this glaive. Where did you get this glaive? What kind of gnoll has a weapon like this?
A real fucking ugly one.
I
Yeah,
imagine
big
they
one.
likely stole it off of somebody that they took down previously.
Or if your theory's right, someone gave it to him.
It's possible, but this is a fucking disgusting weapon. It's still... I don't know if this gnoll ever cleaned it. It's locked with blood, rust, detritus, moving through the fields.
I can't imagine we can expect something of the nature of gnolls to take care of itself and their weapons very well.
We'll take that 65 gold when you're ready.
Of course, of course.
He kind of counts out the gold and presents it in a kind of mucky, grimy leather bag that's full. He then
Sweet
moves all
free
the
leather
gold
bag.
pieces, and he
We're planning on heading up to the mountain. What sort of gear do you have?
Gear
many
for
are-
me. Well, I'm just one who outfits the barracks with weapons and armor and the like. I can show you some armor pieces, but I don't know if that'll keep you warm on the mountainside.
Oh, hi, hello.
Still
Talking
young,
of
but
armor.
How can I help, little one?
Hi. Talking of armor, is there anything you can do about mine? It's a bit battered.
What are you talking about? Oh my god.
Someone slashed it right open like a can.
What the hell happened to you?
What
A
did
giant
happen?
rat, giant spider, and a nasty gnoll.
Don't forget the octopus.
Oh yes, and the octopus.
And Sintyr's like, when did the octopus happen?
A little while ago. We'll tell you that story another time.
Well,
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Grimaces.
Well, all right.
well, I must be honest. I'm surprised that it's frankly still on you. I mean, I can either enact some basic repairs to it to try and salvage it the best I can, or I could just sell you another.
How much is another one?
Is that scale mail?
It's yeah.
I'd be sincerely tempted just to sell you some scale mail right here, right now, and then maybe do
Right.
some kind of part exchange if you're interested.
Okay.
With that shirt you've given me, it's seen some serious damage. If you give me that old scale mail shirt and 20 gold pieces, I'll give you a fresh one.
You could have 10 GP from the sale of the weapons, so that's half.
Oh, that'd be lovely. Thank you. Yes, I'll take it.
I hand 10 gold out to every one of us, including Arthur. I think that.
I got some gold.
Thanks.
Everyone gets 10 GP.
Thank you.
Yay!
So he takes the old scale mail shirt. Well, he gives you a new one. And he's like,
Well, y'all can take your time. Maybe there's a room out back that you can get changed in.
Okay, thank you. I just run off out the back.
Eirys gets an extra 3 GP. And I'll take the other 2.
okay. Arthur kind of like looks around. He's like got the little pouch of his that contains now a full docket of gold for the first time. It comes across to you as a long time because he looks quite excited to have acquired money. And he's
Don't
like,
get too excited, you're about to spend it.
What do you mean?
You're getting new gear.
I suppose we will need some things to climb the mountain with. It's going to be cold. What-
And dangerous.
That's true. I decided
Do you
that was
have
the biggest
weapons? You have a bow. Or
Well,
something.
Blacksmith, how much for decent gear for this one?
Well, again, I only sell armor and weapons. In terms of keeping yourselves warm up on the mountain, you want to head down to the general store.
Yeah, we're talking armors and weapon.
How much for better armor that'll actually keep him alive?
Well, let me think.
He kind of gets out a ledger. He looks inside. He indicates to the wall at the back, and there's like a bunch of various weapons hanging up on various clasps, and a couple of the bigger ones have padlocks chaining them in place. That's on the left-hand side as you look at the wall. On the right-hand side, on the other side of this large smelter, the smoke rising into a large kind of chimney kind of extractor that raises up above the building. There are a number of pieces of armor. There is a gap on the wall where a scale mail shirt used to be that he's just sold. He goes,
Well, I got some studded leather there. That's 45 gold pieces. That'll do a little bit more defense than those does that you're wearing. I mean, respectfully, those gashes, those cuts in that leather armor, it's not going to stop much. You may be tempted to take on the studded leather armor.
Arthur says, well, I mean, that's fair. I mean, I can offer you 10 gold pieces, I suppose. The half-orc kind of smirks and goes,
Son, this is stronger stuff than just that leather. I'm asking for 40.
Will you do it for 40?
40.
roll persuasion.
Oh, that was cocked.
Can I attempt to help by just being intimidated? I don't know.
I got
can't know how to
15.
help. Never mind.
I'm happy for you to take help from Kyro if you so desire.
Is that roll with advantage?
Yeah,
Yeah.
roll again.
I'm a fearsome presence.
Nope, 15. That was a 2.
Ah,
15, he kind of like raises his hand to his
still
mouth.
good though.
Well, you have just provided me with a lot of materials. It'll keep me going for a little while. 40's fair. I'll go with 40 gold.
He kind of
Yay.
takes the studded leather shirt off and lays it down. And Arthur's like, well, I've only got 10.
I put in 30.
He kind of pushes it over. Arthur receives a studded leather shirt, and he goes to the back to put that on. He passes Ella on the way. You should.
Hey!
Yeah.
Look at you!
Can I try to stealthily drop 10 GP in her inventory somehow?
That's
What,
sleight of
Ella's?
hand, dude.
Huh?
Are you talking about Ella's inventory?
Yeah.
Make a stealth check.
Okay, hold on.
That's sleight of hand, isn't it?
Well, stealthily moving around, and if stealth is high enough, then
Alright.
you can try.
Well,
stealth
either
check.
one is +1 for me, so whatever.
Oh, I see. Okay.
7.
There's 2 steps.
Wait, no. Dirty 20.
Dirty.
Oh wow! So you move
Wow.
yourself into a perfect position behind Ella as she moves around and says hi to Yell. Yell makes eye contact with you, but decides to go along with this. Roll sleight of hand.
12.
Ella, what's your passive perception? Take 10. Add your wisdom modifier.
If this goes badly,
It's probably good enough.
Ella, are you
Where's
with us?
Ella?
Oh, yes, sorry. 11.
11.
Sorry, hold on.
You just
Yeah. What?
managed to open up the back of her pouch and slide in 10 gold pieces. Remove 10 from yours.
yeah.
Add 10 to yours, but you don't realize this. Your character doesn't realize this.
I'll
Okay.
just find this later.
Oh, thanks.
The money fairy gave me money.
He specifically did it stealthily so that 1, you wouldn't protest, and 2, you wouldn't like be all like, "Oh, thanks" about it.
He doesn't want a scene.
Aw.
It's not that it's not a pride thing. It's a you're not supposed to I don't know.
Is it because he's like a drow and that's not a done thing, and he's like,
No, it's not that. I mean, at least not consciously, but it's mostly just that it's I don't know. He doesn't like to make a show of good deeds if he can help it.
oh,
It seems kind of like a oh, I'm so great kind of thing, you know?
So your sleight of hand check was 12. I'm going to say everybody who has a passive perception, which is 10 plus your wisdom, if that's 12 or higher, you saw this happen. And you
I
can
have
do
absolutely
exactly 12.
did.
whatever you want. So literally everyone except for Ella.
I see it, but I don't know what's
see this
happening.
happen.
I see it, but all I garner from it is you've slipped something into her bag.
Oh,
Actually,
I
Kira,
mean-
your wisdom modifier is only +1, which means you just missed this. But I
Oh
thought...
no, but you see, he's proficient in perception.
Oh, I see. Okay, there you go. Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Jack of all trades.
It was this except for Ella. The half
Of course.
is rubbing his hands, and he's suddenly seeing a lot more agreeable because he's just made 2 big cells and he's acquired a lot of materials. Well, I'm certainly grateful for the business. I appreciate you coming in, and I certainly appreciate what y'all done for the town. God knows what those gnolls would have done if they'd gotten in.
Probably a lot worse.
Probably.
Anyway,
Well,
is there anything
well,
else
on
I
that
can do?
cheerful note,
Ella just puts her hand up.
Looks at the gnome.
Yeah, what can I do for y'all? You're looking a lot more hardy and healthy with the new armor set on, I must say.
Oh, why, thank you. I do love this new armor. It feels great. Anyway, that's not the reason why I put my hand. I swim around and I pull out my hand axe and hold it up and like thrust it into his face.
Whoa.
And is there anything you can do with this?
Well, he
Oh yeah, it's rusty and bad.
takes it from you and looks at it. It's like, whoa, that's rusted something fierce. I mean,
Okay.
where did you get this?
Have-
Don't you know about weapon preservation and upkeep?
I had been upkeeping it very well.
We
thank you very
encountered
much.
some
We encountered word bugs,
monsters.
and
Yeah.
they ate my special sword.
They ate your special sword.
Speaking of special swords,
Yeah.
out of character, could Kyro be looking to see if he can find any well-made weapons that might be +1 in the shop?
Make a perception check. And while that's happening,
Okay.
he looks at the axe. He's like, well, whatever beast did this, I
hope y'all got rid of it. I mean, I gotta be honest. There's nothing I can do with this weapon. I can take
Okay,
it from
that's
you- I can take it from you just to spare you with carrying it around. It's not gonna be much use to anybody. I can send you a new
Well-
hand axe if you want for 5 gold.
deal.
Okay, so basically you exchange the hand axe. And I'll tell you what, can you make a general charisma check as you do so? Ella.
Oh god. Okay.
Make an adorableness check.
Yeah, you're making a charisma check.
Oh,
so
she's
cute.
As you kind of go, deal, he looks at you just like,
Oh, God. I'll take the axe and I'll give you this one for 3 gold. God damn it.
Thank you. And I hug him.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
you only come up to like his waist. You're so short and he's so tall. He's like, well, this
Excellent.
is certainly a bit of a weird day. If y'all ever need anything else, you know what, I'm here.
and he kind of like gently lays his hands on your shoulders, Ella, and just gently moves you away.
Ella's just kind of bopping up and down, like,
You
because
have
she's
a
so
new
excited.
hand axe, and you've removed your old one that's been like rusted. And the half orc kind of like takes the old one, he's just like bleh, and just tosses it over his shoulder.
Well, is there anything else I can do with y'all?
Kyro, what was your?
Did I find anything? I got a 17.
There's a long sword along the back wall.
Damn it.
And there's a gap where the hand axe used to be, and that's on its bottom left-hand side. And you can see that there's like a little kind of outline of the weapon around the soot and the silt of the blacksmith where it's gone on the wall, and the weapon has been preventing it from doing. But just above that, there's a long sword that you notice is particularly well crafted, to the point that actually you look carefully and you can see that there are runes inscribed along the blade,
Ah,
just along
okay.
the inside.
Does
as a
anyone
curve
in our
inside.
party use long swords?
I do.
Okay.
But Willie was also a longsword.
Y'all, or-
Yeah, well.
What's this? What's this? He's gonna point at the sword.
Oh, that's... Well, you certainly have a discerning eye. And as a matter of fact, I'm ashamed to say it, but that's not actually the work of my hand. It's something that was brought in by one of those all adventuring types on their way up the mountain. Never did see him again, actually.
Oh well, that's not ominous.
If we find his corpse, we'll shake his
Can
hand.
Well,
can I try to perform some sort of knowledge check to figure out what it is specifically?
Make a history check.
Okay. Let me go see what that is. Not great for me, but
Can you-
history.
Can the like writing on the sword be read at all?
Make a perception check.
Should I do that also,
No,
or
you're making a
just
history check
the-
to see if you know
Okay.
anything about them.
16?
You're trying to like pull through your mind as to whether or not you've seen any weapons like this before. It's so bright a metal that you doubt it's from the Underdark, but you know that in enchantment, runes are generally used to imbue metal that would otherwise lie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
stagnant.
magic.
Yeah, you're fairly sure that there's been some kind of magical enchantment on this weapon. But like, so
I'm
much-
since I am from the Underdark, and they do delve into lots of magical stuff. Do I recognize any of the ruins? That could give me a hint.
I'll let you make another perception check. Ella, what was yours?
Okay.
13.
It's difficult to tell from here. You're unable to see what they say. You can just about.
I
make
got a
out.
10.
Yeah, again. So you know that there are runes on there, but you can't really tell what they're saying. You kind of
I can't tell anything about it.
this is actually a potentially very destructive piece. Would y'all like to take a closer look? I can
Yeah,
show
why
you
not?
too, if you'd like.
Yeah.
Okay, he turns around, and it's clearly, even for him, this kind of rugged half orc. It's heavy, and he puts it over, and he's handling it. Compared to the spear that he was like throwing around his shoulders and his head earlier on, he's taking a lot more care with this. He kind of lays it on the table, and he says, with all due respect, I'd ask that you don't touch.
Out of character.
Yes.
Out of character. Is it a long sword or a great sword?
It is a long sword.
Okay, so it could be wielded in one hand.
It's got some heft to it. It could be conceivably wielded with one or two hands.
Okay, cool.
It's versatile.
Yes,
I would describe it as versatile, yes.
cool. Just with that description, I was like, it's not a great sword, is it?
Yeah, it's got some heft to it. He's careful
Yeah.
as he moves along towards you guys because it's a very precious thing.
I am considering it. I just don't know
It's
what it
just
is.
kind of a hefty boy.
Well,
So,
that's right,
how
it's-
much would that run somebody?
What y'all need to understand is that this is a very rare piece. I don't get to see this kind of thing every day. But for you, given that you've been so generous and you've helped me out with so many materials, I'd be willing to sell this to you for 500 gold.
Oh,
Whoa,
damn.
Do you know? Do you
Maybe we
even
could come
know?
back on the way down or something.
Do you know what it does?
I mean, I know that I have not needed to work on sharpening or maintaining this thing for a single moment since I've had it in my possession. It keeps its edge.
I mean, generally speaking, you don't need to maintain a sword that you don't swing.
It's true.
That may be so, but even general maintenance, it just isn't required. And the cut in this thing is absolutely vicious. It cuts through wood like butter.
That,
That's one sharp sword.
It is indeed a sharp
I
sword.
don't think any of us,
Would y'all be
like, even
interested?
if we start pooling our money together, I don't think we have enough for that. Would we?
Yeah, I think that's too rich for my blood.
Maybe if we come back a bit richer later.
Maybe. Or we could just find a cheaper sword that we know what it does.
From what you
Because,
can
like, this
see,
thing,
it seems-
like, for all we know, this thing could be cursed.
Ah, well, doesn't seem cursed. I mean,
Nothing ever. Why would a cursed
Yeah.
item seem cursed?
I don't know. I've seen some pretty obviously cursed items before.
Then it's not doing its job very good, is it?
I suppose not.
Anyway.
While they're having this conversation, did Arthur come back?
Oh, Arthur's just been around. He's just been looking around, and he's particularly.
He's got his new
standing
armor
behind-
on.
He's
Okay,
put
he
his
did
new
come
armor
back.
on.
I was starting to get worried.
No, he's put his new armor on. He's now standing behind the group, kind of looking at the weapon, like, "Oh wow." Kind of like transfixed by it.
How long you had this sword back here?
Well, it's been a few years, I guess. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's just a pretty piece
Well,
for the wall, really.
When the Gnolls start attacking?
Well, that was much more recently. That was only in the last 3 months or so.
You think that maybe having the sword around might be attracting the gnolls or something? Is that what you're getting at, Yell?
Very shiny. And they seem to like shiny things.
It's true.
It's no secret.
They
that
do
Gnolls-
keep attacking this town over and over.
That's true. It's only been in the last few months, though. I'm surprised that they come for this weapon after it's been here for, well, if I had to stretch, I mean, maybe 4 or 5 years or so. I mean, I honestly haven't been keeping track.
Are we trying to work together to persuade this guy to sell it to us cheaper? Is that what we're doing?
That's what I'm trying.
Okay, so I think you need.
I don't think
I think
I don't think it's gonna come down
No.
to a price
listen.
range.
Yeah, but we could
How much
still.
is he
We could still roll. Yell can roll with advantage because I'm trying to help him
How much is he
by
quoted?
saying it might be cursed.
So far,
and
500.
gnolls might be trying to steal it.
Wait.
That's all. I'm just putting it out there. It's not. It doesn't hurt to try.
Nope.
Is that what we're doing?
What would you like to do?
I mean, I'll try and make a persuasion roll to lower the price with that, but
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
helping.
Advantage. Roll with advantage.
Yeah.
sweet.
I've said a lot of potentially bad things about the sword.
Oh, the advantage gave me a nat 19. Plus
Yay.
7 is 26.
He kind of like, as he kind of talks to you, his eyes kind of like, his expression changes from a hardy one of pride in this kind of decorative piece to actually one of real openness to you potentially being a wielder of this sword. He looks at it, he goes, it's true that it's a very pretty piece, but you're right. This is a weapon that deserves to be used. I'd be willing to sell this to you for $420.
Hey!
All right. I don't have that either. and I'm have most of the gold.
How about, I'm just throwing this out here, I give you monthly payments.
He wants interest-free finance.
You want some kind of deal by which you pay for this over a number of months? Man, that sounds complicated.
We'd have to keep coming back here for that.
Or you don't keep coming back here for that. If you get
12 was the
Madrid.
lower of the two, so that's 19 total.
That's
19
not
total.
cool.
Wow, okay, that's
Yeah, I got a 12 and a 17, and I got a +7 on my persuasion.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So he's like, well, it's confusing as all hell, but I suppose I could maybe make a system of that if I could trust you to make the repayments. How long would you think you'd need?
That is a good question.
A year. That's 12 months.
Yeah, over a year I could definitely get you. Over a year I could definitely get you up the 500, I guess.
That means we only have to pay him 35 gold. Today.
I mean, I suppose I would be willing to take the 35 now, and then in a month's time,
I
you come
can-
back and give me a 35 more, and so on until.
I can contribute.
Exactly. I can give you a blood pact as well.
I can contribute 15 gold to this. I don't want you to be in debt forever.
You take a drop of my blood, and
You don't have to do that.
I don't know. Somehow you can keep track of me. I don't know.
I don't
No,
think
that's
that's
not-
how that works.
No, dude, no. Don't. He's just trying to make a joke.
I'm weird.
Make a
Don't worry about it.
Make another persuasion roll with disadvantage because you've just massively put on edge.
Well, there was a nat 20 and an 11, so 11 plus 7.
Oh, he's just trying to joke.
He kind of like
18.
nods his head to the side. He's like,
I'll tell you what. Y'all bring me 40 gold pieces a month, starting right now, and you can have the weapon. That's my final offer.
Can somebody spot me 19 gold?
I've got 15.
I can give you the rest.
In which case I hand over the 40 gold.
okay, so
I think this is a bad idea, and you don't want to be in debt, but
Sintyrr, you lose 15. Ella, you lose 4, and Yell, you lose 21.
21.
And he kind of like.
Wow, your allowance sure went
well,
fast, huh?
I am officially broke.
And
Same.
he looks at the score uncomfortably and pushes it across the table, and you acquire a +1 longsword.
Sweet.
Good job.
Nice.
All rolls with the weapon have +1.
So
damage,
jealous.
+1 on damage.
Ah, it's so good. I want a +1 weapon.
He looks. He takes the 40 gold. He winces a little bit at the lack of heft to it, and he looks at you down in the eyes and he says,
Well, now, needless to say, working for the guard, I'm on first name terms with Captain Arya of the guard. Y'all make sure you keep up with y'all repayments, you hear?
Sure.
Don't you worry about it.
I'll keep an eye on him.
29.
what did I say the date was?
Oh, I've got it somewhere.
So we need to keep track of this debt, I think.
Scroll down.
We owe him
Yep.
420, and we have 40 gold per month.
It is the 28th of Tarsak.
28th of Tarsak. So, 28th of next
On
month,
the
y'all can make
20th.
your way down here, or up here from wherever you're coming from, and make sure you keep swell on that debt.
Yeah, and I mean, if we have the rest of the money by then, we can just pay you all at once and be done with it.
I'd be willing to take multiple payments at once. I think that's fair.
All right. Now we don't
40
keep coming
remains.
back here for a year.
All right. Yeah. So, y'all make your way back by the 28th of. He DM quickly looks at the. What is the calendar shit?
He checks his calendar next to the counter.
Right. Note to self: I need to learn where the post office is in every fucking town.
You're not mailing
Go to the
for.
blacksmith, and you give this by the 28th of Myrtle next month. Then we'll be absolutely fine.
Otherwise, he might like take out a bounty on you or something.
I mean, that's one
that's-
option. Otherwise, I could just have an arrest on site warrant placed under your head for Trinstone. I'm sure that won't happen, of course.
I'll keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't do anything shady.
Well, I certainly
Fine.
appreciate that. Okay, well, it's a pleasure doing business with you. I wish y'all all the best. If you say y'all are heading up the mountain, I'd recommend that y'all get some warmer duds. It's
Okay.
cold up there.
Let's go find a tailor or something.
While they were doing that, I would have liked to pull Arthur off to the back, not the back of the shop, but like away from all of that, so I can talk to him quietly.
Arthur, you grab his
Mhm.
arm
I
and
do.
you kind of move him back. Ow, 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 ow. What is it?
How'd you like your new armor?
Yeah, it's kind of snug, and those studs are going to stop some damage. It's better than my last set. Thank you.
Good. You don't know me very well yet, but I'm sure you know I'm not the charity kind.
Yeah.
So, you come with us, we kill a whole bunch of shit, and you get rich. And then you give me back the money that cost. From me.
Right. You gave me 30.
30 gold. But I won't keep you with us, and if at any point you decide to leave, if you don't have that gold by then, leave me the armor. But I don't want you to feel like you have to stay with us and put your life on the line.
Eirys.
Oh.
Eirys.
Yes.
I'm staying. I'm staying to the top of this mountain at the very least. But we do need to get some warmer clothes.
I'm broke.
Well, the Bank of Eirys will lend you money if you
Have
need
fun begging.
I
have some threadbare change from the loose savings I've got. I mean, that 10 gold pieces was a lot, but I may have enough to get maybe a cloak for me or something, but probably nothing for anyone else.
it. The main thing is, you stay alive.
Oh,
The armor will help, and I'd like for you not to freeze to death either.
well, thank you for the concern.
You'd be surprised how much concern I've just showed you compared to anyone.
Yeah. Are we going or what?
Just waiting for those two to
What are
make
you
their
guys
way to the
doing?
door.
Yeah, we're
I-
just
yeah.
I
You're
grin
waiting for
at
Eirys.
his sass,
Okay.
and I head outside and I wait until they're all done.
I take my new sword.
Yeah, you guys make your way back down to the only other real store in this town, which is the general store, and the halfling behind sees all of you come in and is like, "Oh, well, yes, hi, yes, welcome. Happy to help. Do you need any more rations? You kind of bought everything
Yeah.
that I had yesterday, but I mean, we could scramble up some.
Do you have anything warm?
Do you sell cloaks? Warm
Uh,
cloaks?
yeah, traveling clothes. Yeah, yes, we've got some kind of stuff. Like, he turns around, head up, and smashes into the back. There's the sound of clattering and the screaming of these two halflings, barely organized. And within the next 10, 20 minutes, they garner up some traveling clothes for all of you. It's warm enough to keep you from needing to make Constitution saving checks in the cold.
Nice.
Awesome.
It comes to the cost of 2 gold pieces each.
Fuck.
But he,
I have 13 silver to my name.
Eirys is our leader.
I can
Okay.
lend you the money if you pay me back.
What's one more debt?
So today I'm making investments, and today you are getting into a lot of debt, my friend.
This is very good. Yes,
Well,
I like
to be
it.
fair, I am shit scared more of you, and you've.
Kyro's gonna pay it for his own cloak.
I know. I didn't think this session was going to be so financially centric.
It is true. I wasn't expecting this either. So you guys.
I like it.
How are we going about this? Who's paying for
It
who?
helps keep us together as a group.
It's
I'll pay for
Yeah,
mine and
Nothing like debt.
Nothing like
mine and
chains of debt.
yells. Can
Okay.
Arthur
so
afford it?
I want to record this. So Sintyrr has debt, and Ella has debt.
Am I paying for Sintyrrs as well?
Does
Yeah.
Sintyrr need money?
Yeah,
He's
Everyone's broke except
and
Eirys.
like he's not gonna put
And
himself
Kyro.
in debt. He would probably just go cold. He'd
Oh,
take
you're
the
gonna be cold?
frostbite.
All right.
He would rather be cold than be in debt.
Ella gets him, buys his clothes,
Okay.
and says, "You're not in debt to me."
Oh.
Nice. Okay, so yeah. So has everybody else settled it? It's 2 gold pieces each for warm travel
Oh.
clothes.
I turn to Arthur and say,
Hmm?
"Do you need anything?"
I'm sure I could make this work. And he kind of like empties his pouch onto the counter, and a handful of copper and silver kind of spills out on one of them, rolls off onto the ground. He's like, I have 5 silver and 14 copper. Will that cover it? And the halfling kind of like stands there with his arms folded and just like shakes his head. No.
Even if we're all buying cloaks from me, you can't even give us a discount?
Make a persuasion check.
Bulk buy, baby.
Oh, heck yeah! That wasn't Eirys. He's so much cooler than I am. Persuasion, wasn't it?
Mhm.
So 22.
He kind of like looks uneasy in his seat as you scrutinize him with the
How?
stare
I'll
that
buy
goes
2
at Eirys.
cloaks from you.
Glare.
And he kind of like grabs one of the sets of traveling clothes and just kind of pushes them over to Arthur, and he goes, "Yeah, on a houseboat buy. That's fine." Sorry, did you say you wanted another one, Heather?
Nah, I'm good.
I like this guy.
Nah, he's good. He's just gonna buy one.
So is it just
Okay.
me and Yells I'm actually paying for then?
It means that
Yeah.
Arthur isn't actually paying for his.
Sweet.
That's what you've just convinced over. So
He gets to keep
Nice.
his money.
Arthur's set goes to him for free, which means that he's not in trouble because he doesn't need to afford it. You've persuaded the guy to give 1 set for free, given that you're buying 6. It's 6.
Mhm.
6 for the price of 5.
I have a quick question. What was the blacksmith called, or the shop? Either one.
You didn't ask the blacksmith
Did
while
we
you
look
were
at the
there.
sign though?
It was just there wasn't even really a sign. There
Trinstone
was
blacksmith. Okay.
There was a sign of an anvil on the front, but it didn't have any writing on it. And as you look in, you kind of think of this, and you ask the halfling behind the counter as he comes bustling through with more kind of like rations of food. He's rapidly kind of wrapping up some paper packs. He looks up at you as he makes eye contact. Yes, can I help?
Oh, what's the smith's name?
What, the smith up the stairs? Oh, that's
Yeah.
Delvin.
Delvin. Okay.
Delvin, yeah, the half orc. He's a kind enough man, but not all that academically smart, I suppose. But then, to what extent are
He
any of we?
shrugs.
May I ask what's your name?
Oh, me? Oh, I'm Nerf.
Nerf. Nice
Yeah.
to meet you, Nerf. I'm Ella. I hold out my hand.
Shakes it.
Can,
Good to meet
can
you.
I take a guess? And your wife is called Heather.
Oh, at the back, Heather. How did you know that?
Just a feeling I've got.
That is spooky. If you don't mind me saying that.
He reads
Wow.
minds. I stare at him like to creep him out.
Oh my God.
Don't do
He
that.
knows exactly what you're thinking. At
Dude,
every
you can't
second.
think of that in a shop like this. That's disgusting.
I'm sorry. He turns
I wanna
and walks
leave.
back into the back room, and he kind of draws out another halfling with like frizzy brown hair that kind of goes up and like a big roof, and there's like a kind of semi bonnet thing that only
So,
kind of covers the.
Did they have rations here?
Say again.
Were there rations to be purchased?
He's kind of like fiddling around with some paper bags that you see have food in them, so you deduce as much. He pulls out
Okay.
his wife and goes, "Yes, this is my wife. This is my wife, Heather. We've been in town for 2 months. Yes, and yeah, well, yeah, maybe about 3. I don't know, but we've been struggling to set up shop." And Heather's just like, "You just need to relax, Nerf. Like, seriously, just calm down. Everything will be fine." He's like, "Well, you know, the customers. Yes, the customers will be fine. Listen, I apologize on behalf of my husband. He gets a little bit overwhelmed sometimes, and you guys watch as he kind of like is ruffling with the ration paper packets and some food.
Oh no,
all
I
over
think he's
and-
delightful.
Well, that's very kind. I must admit, I do see it myself sometimes. Anyway, is there anything else I can do for you? I'm glad that we were able to set you up with those.
I'd like
clothes.
10 rations.
10. Do you mind if?
Yep.
Do you mind if we take an hour on that? That's going to take a while.
How many do you have on hand?
Well, as you can see, my husband isn't the best organized. We don't have any on hand. That's why I'm asking for an hour.
Oh. I thought that the food bags were the rations. Okay.
Well, I suppose
Um,
he kind of like she turns around. She grabs one of the parcels. It's really, really loosely kind of tied. She kind of like wraps it around a bit more. Okay, so that's 1. I can tell you 1 right now. I can make you 10. It would just take an hour. You happy with that?
Looks at others.
I shrug.
I'll
I'm
just
fine
take
with
this
that.
one. I'll just
Maybe-
take this one.
You think there's any game on the mountain we can hunt?
We'll find out. I'm gonna buy this one, and that's it. And we're gonna go now.
5 silver pieces, please.
Alright.
Cool.
Stuff costs so much money.
Yes, hello?
I was
Quest.
outside.
Oh, sorry. Out of character. Do we know how long it's going to take us to get up the mountain?
The only thing that you know is even if it's along like relatively straightforward mountain tracks, traveling across a mountain takes longer than traveling across plains the way that you've been doing. You imagine that at the very, very best, it'll probably take a week to get up and down again. And you don't know.
He
how long
has
it's gonna
other
take.
rations. He'll be fine. He just wanted to get more.
You know, and that depends on
Alright.
what happens. It depends on how long you're going to spend up there. You don't know how long that's going to take.
Okay.
Nerf kind of shakes himself off and kind of says, "Right, okay. Well, Heather, why don't you start making up some more ration packs? I imagine other people are probably going to need those anyway."
Oh,
Yes.
yes, please. Yes. I would like to
Okay.
have some ration.
How many would you like?
If I asked for 7, how much would that cost me?
Oh, that's 3 gold, 5 silver.
Gold, 5 silver. Bear with. I just
He kinda turns
delved into my time.
He turns around and just goes, Heather! And then she's right next to him and she's like, I'm right here! Oh, sorry. Do you mind just making a start on those? Yeah, yes, you just stay here. And she goes around.
So
to the
are we
back and
gonna
starts-
wait?
I'll take the 7 rations, please.
Okay, I'll say in the next half hour they're able to pack that up for you. And
Okay. And I'll take some if they're available.
how many do you really want? How many do you want?
Well, I just don't want to wait more. So however
Alright.
many are.
So in the next half hour, while Ella is waiting, you can pick up another, I'd say another 6.
Okay, that works.
So that's 3
Could I
gold.
get 2?
You can get 2. That's 1 gold.
I thought
Oh no, yeah, that's one gold or 10 silver pieces.
10 silver, cool.
I'm getting 6. All right.
Okay.
Because I have no rations.
So you pick up 2. You now only have 3 silver if memory serves.
I have 3 silver and 3 copper.
Yay, I have enough rations now.
Okay. So you guys, does anybody else want anything else, or are we okay?
Okay. And each ration pack is 5 silvers.
That's right.
Okay. 30. Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Go.
we've all got this, yeah?
Say again?
We've all got our warm clothes.
Yes, you've picked
Everyone.
up your warm clothes. Everybody's kitted up with that.
Cool.
It's like it's basic clothing, but with like sheep fur on the inside. And as you button it up, the kind of layer of the wool kind of acts as another layer, another barrier. But over the top of that, you have a cape, a kind of cloak that goes over. And again, it's very woolly in its texture. So there are almost 3 layers of thick material between the elements and your skin.
Cool.
All right.
Does
It's
all that.
Is Ella's a bit like? Do they do different sizes? But
Here's a problem made out of fluffy rabbit.
I'm gonna say that yours fits. They find a size that fits. They're used to
Right.
fitting all
Once
manner of-
Yeah.
Sorry.
You go for it.
Oh, it's a non sequitur. I was just gonna say once I was playing a gnome researcher who was in a cold place and she had like a bunny outfit. It was very good.
It's not quite bunny, but it's equally adorable.
Yay.
So, you guys head out. It's maybe early afternoon by the time that all of that business is attended to. What would you guys like to do?
Time to go up the mountain.
I've been waiting outside the shop, so once they come out, I just acknowledge them.
Hey, Eirys.
Yeah.
So,
Hello.
Okay, you guys make your way up the stair. You get to the level of the blacksmith, and as you do, the 2 guards that are stationed outside the barracks, they see you walk past, looking towards where the stair continues off of this level further up the mountain, and one of them just yells, "Oh, just stop there for a moment! Captain wants to see you." And he kind of heads inside. Do you guys
It's not
wanna
been a
wait?
month yet.
you're like, God, has it already happened? I'm
It's
not
not been
ready.
a goddamn month.
The captain
I need
smashes
time, damn it.
the captain smashes the door down like, "Where's my money?" No, that's not true. The door opens and the captain comes out, and she walks over to you, flanked on either side by guardsmen. She folds her arms. She goes, "I was looking for you to continue your journey. I just wanted you to know that had you not been here when you were, it's difficult to know what would have happened, but I just appreciate that you were able to act the way that you did. And I wish that we had more to give you in return."
No, it's fine. Don't. We.
If it wouldn't be too much to ask. A payment of 40 gold a month?
I'm like, please ignore him.
Okay.
If it would settle your conscience to compensate us in some way, feel free to.
But
persuasion
no,
roll.
seriously, ignore those 2.
Oh, good. Okay,
Make
I'll
persuasion
do
roll with
that.
disadvantage because of what Sintyr's saying.
Oh, okay. Thanks. All right. It's
You
not
got
something.
this.
No, I don't.
Bardic inspiration, you got this.
Wait, do I have that?
Yes.
If I could use a bardic inspiration.
Yes, you can.
All
You're
right.
allowed.
Okay. 1 second. I messed that one up.
Rolling
The
20
whole
plus
time
3.
she's talking to
Okay,
us, I'm
so
just smiling
I'll
at her
roll a
coyly.
d6 for the inspiration. Okay,
Goes to
19
Well-
total.
that's good.
Okay, so you're.
No, it's I had disadvantage, so it's actually
Ah.
16. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. She kind of. That's 16 with
Thanks, Dad.
disadvantage. That's crazy. She kind of like moves her fingers over her mouth and removes it. I'm sure that there's some kind of arrangement that we can do. Let me talk to the people in the barracks. Maybe talk to Delvin about maybe setting yourself up with some more equipment. And maybe by the time that you're back, we might have something that's agreeable. I'm afraid that I don't have anything for you right now.
I
Nods.
I look disappointed in you two.
Kara, that sucks. You're a terrible parent.
Why?
Because he's improving. He's learning how this world works better.
I mean, sure, but you're taking advantage of people's kindness.
Yes, that's the good thing he's learning to do. Anyway.
That's a good thing?
Shh.
Anyway, it looks like that you guys. It looks like you people are ready for your journey further up the mountain. Talk around town has gone that you are intending to visit the temple at the summit. It's a dangerous road. We don't send any guards further up the mountain than here. Just know that we're thinking of you and we wish you all the best. And for God's sake, Arthrin. Huh, what? You don't have to go up there. You don't have to prove anything to me or to Trent or to anybody. I know that. I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for me.
Plus, I got this nice armor.
She kind of looks at you,
I
Kyro,
step-
weirdly.
What? No, that was out of character!
She kind of like gasps and just like, it looks like I can't change.
I don't have nice new armor.
I lean into Ella.
Those are
Drama.
I giggle. I then step forward and I say, I look at her, the captain, and I say, Captain.
Yes. Hello.
Hello, nice to meet you. I am Ella.
Yes. Yeah, I've heard your name.
Oh, wow, I'm famous already. How lovely. Anyway,
Do you know mine? My name's Aya.
Aya, that was it. See, I knew it.
She shakes your hand.
Anyway, nice to meet you. I want you to know we will do our absolute best to look after Arthrin. And I am
We're the best.
We don't need to. He's perfectly capable of looking after himself.
Yes, but I am a cleric, and I heal, so I will do my best to protect him.
I also heal.
He's awesome as well. Yes.
There are two healers in this party.
So what can go wrong?
And I'm
Arthrin
the
will be
best
back
around.
in no time.
There are two healers, a guy with a cool sword that hopefully won't get destroyed, and
Hey, I can also do magic. Let's not forget
and
that.
also he can do magic.
And I mean, if anyone's going to die, it's probably going to be me, because, I seem to always get hit, so...
Hey. Hey, enough of that.
Nobody's gonna die.
I do seem to remember you bleeding at the feet of that Gnoll pack leader. But I mean, you're here now, and that's what matters. And I'm sure that you're, whatever path that you're on, whatever strange story you have to tell, I'm sure you're here for a reason. And I know that Arthrin's going to be safe as long as he stays with you. Arthrin shrugs at her and gives her a look as if, like, can you get the fuck off my back?
All right, Mum.
Of course, safety in numbers and all that.
Yes, well, I hope your journey to the temple is fruitful for whatever reason you're going, and know that you'll always have a open door in Trinstone.
Thank you, that's very kind.
Now go.
I will remember that. Come a month's time.
She gives you a very weird look, as if she doesn't really get what's going on.
I'm
Ella
sure you'll find out.
just yell out the door, come on, go.
You guys head back across
I
the
am.
courtyard.
I make sure I'm the last to go. Like I dawdle for a bit, and then just before I go, I give her a coy smirk and a wink, and I wander off.
She seethes as the door closes behind you. Arthurine, like, is there waiting for you as you walk out. It's like, you okay?
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, I just wanted to say a personal goodbye as we get along so well.
His eyes narrow.
I just smirk and keep walking.
Out of character, I would like to mention that Kyro is like trying to keep tabs on Arthurine and Eirys' relationship.
Wait now.
Okay. I'm just letting you know that he's consistently trying to keep an eye out for that.
Make an insight check for now.
Sure. Will do. I think his insight is mediocre. Yes. 4.
I mean, they're two
He's a
people,
man, she's
and
a
they've talked to
woman.
each other before.
They know each other now.
They are two people who know each other vaguely.
No,
One
They
of them
know
has
each
shot-
other's first names.
One of them has stabbed
for me-
Knowles, the other has shot Knowles with a bow.
I know.
There's so much in common.
Out of character, what I'm doing is I'm just trying to establish that he's trying to see what they're up to. So, in general,
It's
going forward,
You're unable. We'll make
it's
another
more
check at another point.
it's more of a perception thing than an insight thing.
Okay, I guess. Remind me of
Does he
another time.
think
and I'll
they're
let you
up
make
to
another perception
something?
check.
Okay, it's fine.
Okay, so yeah, you guys make your way up the mountain, and within a couple of hours of going up that stair, further around, it's curving gently around to the left, and as the height increases, the stairs get more slippery and downtrodden and beaten by the elements, and yeah, on the right hand side. It's a nice wide kind of roadway, but the stair within a couple of hours has eroded away just to be a general track. And on the right hand side, the view beautifully across the kind of mountain pass. You can almost picture it as Skyrim-esque in the epicness of the view, and the snow begins to start falling, and the ground underfoot becomes it moves from hard mud to a soft squelch of falling water to the crunch of icy snow
Squelch.
under feet. And yeah, you guys make your way up. You complete your first day of travel. And eventually you guys make your way to what seems as good a place as any to stop and rest. How do you guys want to do this?
Someone should keep watch, huh?
Mm.
Yeah.
Who would like to take first?
I'll take first, otherwise I won't get long rest.
Yeah.
I'll take last with Arthurine.
Are we
I'll take middle.
taking? Are we sleeping at night or what's going on?
I mean, at the moment, the
It's night.
moon- the
We've
moon's
switched to the
rising.
day-night thing.
Yeah.
All right. So
It's fine.
I'll take one of the watches. Makes sense.
Okay, so who's going first? Yell and...
I will.
Okay, so either each of you make a perception check, or one of you make a perception check with advantage.
I'm gonna do one each.
Yep. Yep.
See how well this goes.
Woo.
Oh.
3.
Yes! Team perception.
3 and
5 total.
5.
We did good
Okay.
there.
So you guys decide to make your camp out in the middle of the walkway, and yeah, the fire is burning merrily. You're not.
I
really-
spy, with my little eye, something beginning with F.
Forest?
No.
Fair.
Closer. I guess technically it could also begin with C. If it
Okay, well,
then
that
it'd be
one
2 words.
Fire?
Hey, there you go.
Hey!
I was thinking of friends, but don't mind me.
Aw.
It's all good.
Oh,
I'll just be over here.
Fire. You guys come to the end of your rest. You're so transfixed on your I Spy game that you guys really get along with it. And when it comes to like the written history of the Bahamut pantheon, you guys know that you've gone too far, and it's probably time to swap over. Second watch.
Me and Sintyrr.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So either one of you make a perception or with advantage, or each of you take one, which is going to be.
Mind if I do?
All right, go ahead.
24.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of my thing.
You try and make small talk quietly as you sit alongside Eirys,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, so Eirys is really not interested, just completely focused on listening out, and you hear behind where you're kind of stationed, where this fire is, there are a number of large boulders, and you hear a kind of like scattering of pebbles and rocks from behind one of those boulders.
I shoot an arrow at it. Where the sound's coming from.
Make an attack roll.
Oh, I can't remember which one was my lucky one. I'm just going to go with that one. It's fine. Oh, that was not fine. Okay. What's my attack with a bow? Action. Short bow. 11.
Sintyrr, you watch in shock as Eirys just suddenly goes and lets off an arrow, and it just hits
I go,
the
Like,
hits the boulder square on, and the arrow splinters. You've lost that one, and there's no movement. But a pebble kind of like skips out from behind the rock.
okay, what was? Why?
I knock another arrow and just hold it. Shh.
I draw my sword and get up.
I nod over to where I heard the noise and listen intently.
Okay, Sintyrr, what are you doing?
I've gotten up. My sword is drawn, and I'm very carefully approaching the direction of that noise.
Okay, you do so. There's a large boulder flanked on either side by a slightly smaller one on its right and a smaller one on its left. And you head to the gap on the left-hand side of this larger central boulder. You move around a little bit more carefully. A bit more. You look around the side. Nothing.
what was the sound?
I'm going to stealth.
Hold on.
And 8. 24.
24. You get up Eirys and you sprint for the sheer drop along your path on the right-hand side of the fire in the opposite direction from where Sintyrr is standing. You run, you throw yourself over the edge and grasp onto the side.
What? Whoa!
You are hidden completely from view, and you can move around the edge of this sheer cliff face that you guys are camped on the edge of.
I would like to, please.
If it's
Ready at
something,
any
this is
moment
awesome,
to
and if
draw
it's
my
nothing, it's
daggers.
hilarious.
You're currently hanging on to the edge of this at the top.
I'm like when a cat has spooked itself and just gets all jumpy for no reason.
Sintyrr, there's nothing there. What are you doing?
Eirys has disappeared.
I feel like something was there, or not. I'm gonna stay on guard. Try to see if whatever it was has moved somewhere else.
Make a perception check.
Perhaps. Okay. That's 13.
Can everybody else who is asleep at the moment, that's Kyro, Ella, Yell, and Arthur, make a wisdom saving throw?
How long are these shifts, by the way?
They're roughly split into the night into a third, so everybody gets like 6 hours of sleep. Or
Oh, okay.
four,
Well,
depending.
trances only take 4, so
Yeah, you're fine.
Hero's awake.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Time to
Yell.
roll.
You feel Eirys's body swish over yours. You hear the kind of scattering of rocks and the cinders of the fire around. Something doesn't feel right in your soul. You open your eyes and you sweep to your feet.
Do we need to roll perception, you say?
I mean, Sintyrr does. What did you see, Sintyrr? What was your roll?
I rolled a 13.
What did your elf eyes see?
I don't know.
Didn't see anything.
Am I able to look
Well,
from where
that's
I am, or am I
upsetting to
tucked
me.
away?
You're currently hanging off of this sheer cliff edge, out of sight.
Okay,
also
so I can't
out
see.
of the way. You can pull yourself up and take a little look if you want.
A little peek, please.
Make that roll for perception. Ella, what did you roll for your wisdom?
That's awesome.
15.
Yeah, you wake up. Kiro, what did you roll?
That's what I was asking. Like, which roll did we need
It's
to make?
the wisdom saving throw. So
Okay.
your
I
wisdom,
was just
and if
making
you're
sure.
proficient in savings, add an extra 2.
I am not. So.
I got 26.
26.
Yeah.
Was that Kiro or was that Eirys?
Mine's a
Eirys,
4.
sorry.
A 4.
That was
Kiro
natural
stays
19.
asleep. Arthrin, holy crap!
But
I
he's
need to
not
roll
asleep.
now. Arthrin stays asleep. Ella and Yell, you're awake. Eirys, you see
Hero's not asleep.
amidst the kind of
The-
rocks on the other side of the way, you see a couple of vast wolves.
Oh god.
Kiro's just sharpening his weapons, and I guess he's too into it.
Kiro is asleep.
I just
He
yell.
doesn't sleep.
Wolves!
Wolves.
Okay.
They kind of start, and they look towards the camp. They haven't seen Sintyrr.
Have you got a map on?
Not only do I have a map up, I'm about to show you it. Before we do that,
Okay.
oh, initiative, friends.
Someone should yell.
Ha!
These aren't rated.
I thought
on you.
Eirys just yelled wolves.
Yeah. Loud enough, hopefully, to wake people up if they.
13 plus 2 is
Can I be
15.
alert now?
Okay, let's get some turn order going on here. I'm going to say Kiro and Arthur are going to roll initiative with disadvantage because they were still asleep.
That's fine.
Okay.
Wolvy wolves. Not just
Good
wolves,
choice.
but huge mammoth creatures. Very large. Okay,
We've come across a cast of Ice Age. It's Manny and the saber-toothed tiger. Where's the baby?
Where is Sid?
baby.
Kill Sid.
There it is. Baby. There it is. Okay.
I got 21.
I got 15.
21 is good.
I got a 10.
14 for Ella.
There could be more of them as well. Like, it's if there's a pack, you know. So, you know, guys, be ready for reinforcements.
So
Cynthia,
what
would
you're
you
saying is.
Oh,
So what you're saying is I
wait,
should be
hold
as
on,
loud
it
as
got
possible.
caught on an edge. Okay, 10 plus my whatever it is, so...
We'll say narratively he wasn't trancing those first 4 hours and didn't do that. I mean, it makes sense.
11.
Okay. But it doesn't massively matter in terms of getting long rests because you guys have had a full day in town anyway. So,
That's fair.
Arthrin rolled terribly. When he rolled a 5. Kiro, what did you
Rip
roll?
in pieces, Arthrin.
I got a 10. Not high rolling today.
That's okay. You made up for it last week.
We're next to each other.
Gross.
Rip in peace, Arthrin. We barely knew you.
Father and son. Eirys, you yell wolves, and you see them turn and start. And as you do,
Oh crap, I
the
didn't realise I
battle
was there.
begins. You're kind of hanging over the edge of this cliff face. You're out of sight of the wolves. What would you like to do?
I would like to. Hold on, let me. Wait, there's my ruler. This one. How long? If I'm shimmying, is it? I'm guessing it's not running pace.
No.
Half movement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I will shimmy to there, please.
Yeah.
Shimmy on up. And can I lift myself up and just do a perception check and just see if there are any other enemies, if that's everything, if there's anything else other than what I already know about in the vicinity, please.
Perception check.
Oh. Wait, does this count as my...
Yeah, your action. That's your action.
I can do it as a bonus action now, but I was more hoping that something would help my roll because I only rolled a 5, which means I only got a 12.
12? Well, I mean, you feel like you get a good lay of the land, and if there is another pack, they're some way away.
Okay. That's my turn. I'm going to leave it at that.
What you do see is that these are just massive wolves. Their fur is white, and their eyes actually glow a blue.
They're winter wolves.
The next
Direwolves.
next turn is the wolves themselves. Oh god, it's time for me to make some decisions. They look around and they see not Eirys, but the campsite and the people there. They are going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Kyro, one next to you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. This one's going to take a dash action to close the gap. 5, 10, 15, 20. Gets to Arthrin.
Where is Arthur?
I can't see
I can't see
Arthur.
Arthur, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we don't see him.
Arthrin is... Let me get my... He's there.
Is it same thing as what happened with the Gnoll before?
Let me try and see if...
It's just a blank white space for us.
Alright. I'm going to
Make it
try and
easy,
do
me.
the same thing. Has he appeared now?
Yeah.
Yes.
It might just be like a little glitch or something.
Oh,
Don't
he
know
looks
why that's
nice.
happened. Oh, let me just type that on. Arthrin. There he is. So yeah, this one doesn't manage to take an attack on Arthrin because he's dashed to get there, but the other one closes the gap to Kyro, and he is going to... Oh yeah, oh wow, okay, this is the only thing that he's reasonably going to do. Kyro and Ella, I'd like you to please make
Ready.
dexterity saving throws, please.
A dexterity save? Okay. Plus
13.
my critical failed.
13.
Mm.
Ella succeeds. You...
Alright.
Hello,
I crit! I crit!
You didn't need to roll.
Sintyrr,
Oh,
you
well,
roll.
whatever my next roll is, I crit!
10, 18, 22. You sustain 22 cold damage. Ella, it's half to 11.
Why am I wasting
Oh.
my crits?
22, huh?
You're on max health, so don't worry about it because you've had a long rest in town between now and then.
Yeah.
What's your max health?
I'm trying to actually find it on this page. Oh,
Come on
it
now.
didn't write it. I'm sorry. I think I'll be fine. I need to go look at my previous sheet.
Okay, I'm going by
didn't
the
update
sheet
my
that you've
health.
given me. You've got 23 hit points, so you're down to 1.
Okay, thank you. 23.
You are still standing just.
Oh.
Those are the wolves. Yell, what are you going to do?
Just edit my sheet.
I am. They
Groot.
moved apart from each. Moved apart from each other. Yeah, let's get up into the one next to Arthur.
Okay.
Pull out my shiny new sword,
Yeah.
and I'm going to go for an attack with a little bit of a flourish.
Yeah, roll with advantage. I'm going to give you the flank as you kind of jump over the fire onto its side as it bears down on Arthur.
And I am literally going to be using a flourish, by the way. I'm going to use a defensive flourish.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
So it means I get to use one of my bardic inspirations. I get to add a d6 to the damage if it hits,
Okay.
and I also get to add that to my AC for the next turn.
Okay, I'll rely on you to take charge. Did you take one of the...
The one from earlier, yeah.
Which bardic path did you take?
sword, College of Swords.
Okay, there you go. That's where it comes from. I don't know much about that, but I'll rely on you for it. What was your roll?
My roll was a 16 plus 5 is 21 to hit.
That hits. Don't forget the extra damage.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
D&D Beyond has already told me my extra damage.
D&D Beyond has made my HPs 26. I don't know why.
Oh,
You can override it.
Okay, I'll figure that out.
1d8 plus 5.
If
So
you,
that's 6 plus 5 plus my Bardic Inspiration. That is a 4. That's 15 damage plus my AC goes up by 4
Okay.
for the next
I
turn.
fixed
Okay,
it.
you kind of jump around, you jump over the smouldering embers of the fire, you land just on the other side, and sparks go up in the wolf's face as he's bearing down on Arthurian. Its eyes shut and its head rears back, and as you do, you swing the sword around and shaboom, slash it across the side, and it howls out in pain. Ella. A cold blast of air has swept over you as the large wolf to your right-hand side opened its mouth, and a snowstorm erupted in the region out from its maw. You shake off the worst of it, but you're still freezing cold. What are you going to do?
I am going to glare at the dog, wolf even, and cast Guiding Bolt.
Make a spell
Guiding
attack.
bolt up, but
You're going to patronise the wolf and call it a dog.
I wish I was strong, 'cause then I could just try to lift the wolf and throw it into the fire.
Don't forget to add 3 to it.
That's all I want to do. But
What am I
alas.
rolling?
You're rolling
Oh,
a d20
I need-
and adding 3.
I think 3, sorry. I was getting ahead of myself. Come on, baby. Ooh! 22!
That hits. Roll damage for guiding bolt, please.
Oh, that's 4. Oh, I haven't got enough dice, hang on.
That's a good sign. That is
I've not got this
good
far before.
sign.
Okay, hang on.
If you dash, you could point that wolf.
Come here. Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna dash to get in here.
11.
11
Oh.
hit points of damage.
That's what I
Okay.
rolled.
So yeah, the wolf takes 11 hit points of damage. There's a, as you kind of like raise your arm and summon the arcane energy, there's a crack, and the bones throughout your left arm become a conduit through which arcane energy flows. Out of your fingertips comes a large bolt and whoops straight through the wolf's neck and stuns it through with this fierce damage, and it howls out in pain. It has whoever attacks it next has advantage on the attack roll made against it.
Cool.
Because that's what Guiding Bolt does. That is a good turn. Would you like to move, Ella? Do you have healing word?
So if someone moves in, I'll have to
No,
do
I
it.
don't. I am going to move. Actually, no, I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay
All right,
because
then.
I don't.
Sintyrr.
I'm gonna
are there.
run in there.
All right.
I'm gonna run in there and dash to
25.
get there faster.
15, 20, 25. This is where you dash to. I'm guessing you're going to run to your son's aid.
Yeah.
You close the gap. You've used your action to do so, but you do still have a bonus action. Is there anything you'd like to do?
What do I got that's even a bonus action?
You have a bonus heal?
I mean, like,
Oh, you don't. Just wondered.
I don't think I have anything that could be used as a bonus
Then
action.
your turn is over.
Yeah, I guess so.
You're in a good place.
Yep. Position.
Stay determined. Kyro, you are
All
a
right.
rogue. Think about what your ability set and what you want to do.
Absolutely. Question: does the advantage stack from the flanking and the guiding bolt?
No, there is only ever one advantage
Oh,
that one
right.
has at one time. Maybe give it to someone who needs it.
What?
as in because you'd get advantage from flanking it, maybe save the attack for somebody who needs advantage or would benefit from it.
There's nothing else I can do though.
Think about the fact that you're a rogue, and think about any bonus actions that you might have that might be beneficial at this point.
I mean, I
You're on
guess
1
I
HP.
could disengage.
Yeah. Bearing in mind that you are on 1 HP.
Okay, fair enough. But
I mean, that's up to you. What would you like to do?
He wants to hurt the wolf. So he's gonna hit the wolf.
Okay, roll with advantage.
14.
14 does it. Just hits. Roll damage.
Alright. 12 damage.
Oh yeah, that's humdinger. You plunge your first dagger blow into the creature, and it howls out in pain as you stab it across the face. Are you going to attack with your offhand? I'm guessing you have a dagger in each hand, right?
Yeah.
What did your
I'm
offhand?
attacking with my offhand. 11.
Doesn't hit. So the first attack
Alright.
scratches it across the face, digging deep, but the second attack just gets air as it recoils backwards, doing nothing. That is the advantage that you gained from Ella's guiding bolt. We're on to Eirys, back to the top of the order. What would you like to do?
I'm going to put myself up onto the edge and use my bow and go for that wolf that's by Kyro and Sintyrr.
Okay, we're going to do your turn, and Arthur's going to have his turn. I forgot that the place marker was replaced.
Oh yeah,
Arthur has a turn.
you can go now if you can go now. I don't
I'll
mind.
give you your turn because I've said it's your turn. But what are you going to do?
Okay, so action. It's an attack. Oh no, that's an 8.
So where are you attacking from? Sorry.
I did put myself up onto the edge, so I'll probably be like there.
Okay.
Was
I'm gonna
attacking
say-
that wolf.
I'm going to say because he still doesn't know you're there and you're attacking from a hidden position, you can take advantage.
Yeah.
Plus, he's not paying attention.
Oh, natural 19. Okay, and then plus 6, 5.
Okay.
Nice.
Roll damage.
I'm so glad for that.
Don't
Okay.
forget sneak attack, my friend.
Oh, I almost forgot sneak attack too.
Beefier now.
I'm still learning to rogue.
How does rogue?
How does rogue? Okay, that's pretty good. That's 8 plus 4. And 12?
Oh.
Yeah, 12.
The arrow that you lose sinks into the side of the wolf, and it flinches. And Kyro, you kind of hear it go. They'll pay.
I made a mistake with my attack roll, but it's too late. I'm sorry. I'm gonna fix it for
Arthrin
next
is
time.
going to look up, and he sees the yell jumping around, flourishing, striking the beast in the side of the head,
Those
and he's
treats.
gonna like reach out his hand and go, no! And a jolt of energy erupts from his right hand as he moves to grab his bow off of his back, and the beast is marked. As Arthur
He's a
casts,
ranger. That makes
unbelievably, unbeknownst to himself, a jolt of arcane energy jumps out of him and attaches to the beast. The beast is hunter's marked, and he's gonna fumble around with his bow, but he's gonna use his
Nice.
short sword and slash across. Oh, Arthur, I fucking love you. Arthur hits for a d6 damage with the short sword. It's 4 plus Dex is 6 hit points of damage. Oh, guys, help me out. What does Hunter's Mark do? Is it an extra d6 damage?
I think it's an extra d6 plus if the wolf runs away, he can sense where it is or something.
Yep. He has advantage to track it on perception and survival checks.
That one.
H.
Also, the d6 is only for Arthur, as a heads up.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay. So that's 6 at the moment. Okay, just 7. Just an additional hit point of damage. But it's something as he just like he kind of like moves for his sword, and as he does, there's a burst of energy from his hand that like enwraps around the wolf, and he glows red, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And hacks across it, and he goes, "Ranger," and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Ranger.
And you
Wait.
want.
Is he
They can
reading
contain
the
wolves.
speech?
Just kidding.
I didn't get a bonus action, but I would have liked to
He's
hide
a
again,
druid.
please.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Eirys, make a stealth roll.
Thank you. Nope.
I hope I can attack on my next turn.
I got 10. Wait, 10? Yeah. No, 9. 11. 11, wrong way, sorry. 11.
Okay, you try your best to like slope down and sneak away, but the beast that you just shot in the side kind of glances to the side and just sees you, makes eye contact and squints. Not only in a way that is knowing for a beast, but you sense that there is a deeper intelligence there.
These are werewolves.
Okay, so Arthur's taking a turn. These motherfuckers are gonna try and kill you.
Woo!
Yeah.
I should have got some good armor.
Each one is gonna unleash a bite attack. Kyro, you better start praying.
Okay. I mean, I'm not, but thanks.
It's an 8.
That Sintyrr thing.
Yeah, doesn't hit.
Creature on Arthrin is going to... My god! He rolled a 12 to hit. Had Arthrin kept his leather armor, he would have taken a hit, but he's wearing studded armor, so he does not.
His armor.
And Eirys saves lives.
That is fucking unbelievable. Neither wolf...
The power of
makes
cash
us
money.
Yell.
Yarr.
You've seen as Arthrin's energy has come up, and as the wolf kind of opens his jaws and tries to maw, its jaw the size of Arthrin's kind of midriff, the teeth enrapture, and they glance off of the studs on the armor, and it recoils. What are you gonna do?
Gonna take another swing at it
Do so with
while it's
advantage.
here.
Yeah.
Awesome.
15 to
Doing
hit.
great.
15 hits, roll damage.
That one. That's 7 damage.
7.
Indeed.
It's looking aggravated as wounds are appearing all over its
Wait,
body.
hold on.
Hello? Yes, I'm in the middle of a game of D&D. Can you just...
Sorry.
Yeah,
might-
bonus action, what would you like to do?
I know.
No,
I
it's no
was
one.
going to healing word.
Who was that on?
Let's go Kyro.
Oh, my
Nice.
favorite
Keep
red
it
friend.
Roll the damage, roll the damage, roll the... Sorry, roll the healing.
Oh yeah, sorry. My apologies, Blue.
God, not all tieflings.
I don't know all these.
It's
what
confusing
surface colors
because
are
your
called.
little character sprite
Yeah.
is red.
Yeah, it's red. We gotta change that. Color 'em blue.
We do. I need to find the D4 to be able to heal you.
My favorite blue friend.
Okay.
You heal. 6 points.
Yay!
Hey!
Kira, my friend, that is something.
Yes. 6 points.
Ella,
Hello.
what would you like to do?
I mean, I'm not
Right.
full health or anything, but some.
I am going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
No
Oh, yeah.
way! Oh, Ella, what is your spiritual weapon for us today?
Is it a giant duck?
A giant encyclopedia book.
Oh, that's good.
So they're good. Yeah.
That does bludgeoning, I'm pretty sure.
Right, okay, just give me
Magical
a second, guys.
bludgeoning.
Just give me a second. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Oh my god. Would you like a giant encyclopedia of activities for children aged 2 to 5? Would you like a giant encyclopedia of art and craft activities?
How many
Would you like
arts and
to
craft activities are there?
Encyclopedia of the zodiac, of math activities, of kindergarten activities, of spells and magic? What would you like?
I don't think she's gonna be reading this.
I mean, it's I'm just literally googling the image on encyclopedias. What do you want?
Oh, okay.
I like the sound of the spells one, spells and magic.
Okay. Opening a new tab. I'm just quickly gonna save this because I want this to be.
I mean,
part
that
of the
seems
game.
like it would be a thick encyclopedia, right?
Probably.
That was
As long as-
amazing. I've been actually like Zoe's been like, I chose my spiritual weapon And I was like, what is it? And she's like, you're gonna have to wait. And I was like, what?
That's
Amazing. Okay, it's happening, guys. Just give me a second. I promise you it's going to be worth it. Where are you going to cast
Okay.
it? You can cast it to be within 60 feet of yourself. So where would you like
Yeah.
to go?
You can attack any of these wolves.
Yeah. So I am going to go for. Well, I feel like Kyro's okay because you've got Eirys and Dad there.
I'll be
so I'm-
fine. Don't worry about me.
So I'm going to make the attack on the wolf that is by Arthur and then yell.
Okay.
Suddenly a book appears over it and drops and
The
squishes the boy.
encyclopedia appears next to Yell. It's giant.
What just happened? Did I miss
Big
something?
book! Spiritual weapon got cast, and it's a giant
large
encyclopedia.
Yeah. You can make that attack with advantage because the wolf is on Arthrin right now.
Surrounded.
You're educating the nation.
I am.
With spells and magic.
Should have stayed in school.
By osmosis!
Amazing. Roll
Right,
twice, take
so-
the higher of the two. Add 3 to each roll, please, because your spell attack is 3. We'll talk more about how low her wisdom is in a bit.
Hang on, so I'm rolling my d20, am I?
Roll it twice, take the higher of the 2 rolls, please.
Okay. Well, that was crap. They were both 4!
Yeah, okay. So the weapon appears and swings and just kind of like brushes off the thick felt of the beast, and the beast looks around. It's like, there's never one for reading anyway.
Mwah!
That didn't work, but you casted the spell and you use your action. Is it using an action to attack?
It's an action to cast, and I believe it's bonus action from this point.
Okay, so you can use a bonus action
I
on each of your
believe.
turns to attack with the spiritual weapon. So you've got like at least an attack every turn.
Attack or move it, I believe, is the bonus action.
Yeah. Sintyrr.
All right, I'm gonna go give my son a healing bitch slap.
You really don't need to
You
do
move
that,
across.
but okay.
Is it
Oh
heal-
well,
heal
what?
wounds then?
Wait, are you already healed up? How?
I have
how are
7.
That's not much.
You can heal me if you want. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
complain about
I'm
it.
concerned. I'm gonna top
Go
you off.
You move around. You lay your hands on your son. Cast Cure Wounds. D8 plus your wisdom. What is it?
No, I'm using my lay on hands.
Ah, okay. How many HP are you going to use?
What do you need to be topped off with?
Let me subtract 7 from 23. 16.
16.
So
You've got
you don't-
15 in your pool, Sintyrr.
it's up to you what you want to
Alright.
do here.
How much did you need again?
I mean, to top me off, I would need 16. You have 15, so heal me however much you want.
Okay.
So,
I'll go ahead and just give you all of it because
all right.
he would
Thanks.
not hesitate.
Okay.
I won't hesitate, bitch.
Sure.
Sintyrr, you lay hands on, and the paladin's energy from the goddess that you serve flows into Kyro's body, and Kyro, you feel completely rejuvenated, and your wounds almost completely.
I'm validated in my
heal.
choices.
What? Okay, so Sintyrr, that's your action. You've moved around a little bit. You're now both facing this huge wolf in front of both of you. What are you going to do? Oh, sorry.
Question.
Cynthia, you've got a bonus action here. Is there anything you can do?
I don't think he has bonus actions.
Okay, we'll move on to Kyro then. What would you like to do?
Question: Is the wolf still flanked?
No, you've always been facing him head on.
All
The-
right,
the
I'm gonna
advantage-
use my cunning action to disengage, and I'm going to flank him and attack from either behind or the side, whichever one I can
You
get
don't
around.
necessarily have to use your disengage. You can just move around. Cynthia,
Oh well, then I will.
You lock eye contact with Kyro as you lay hands on. You nod at each other. Sintyrr, you kind of reach out with your fist and you smash the wolf in the face. And while it's distracted and disoriented, Kyro, you move to the back. Roll with advantage, my friend.
Yay! 23 twice, so
Oh,
Yay,
yeah,
that hits.
Don't forget the sneak attack damage. That's why you're a rogue.
Yeah, I forgot it the first time, but this time I didn't. 14 damage.
I'll give you the sneak attack now. Why didn't you roll that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thanks. I wasn't sure. I just forgot one of the dice.
Go for it.
Because cool, crit on that. So that's a 20 damage hit.
You kind
Then
of
I'll-
grab as the wolf is disorientated by Sintyrr's fist to its face. You jump over it and grab its tail, yank it back, shank in the back, and it howls out. It's looking pretty rough.
And he's gonna yell at the wolf and say, "I'm gonna skin you alive, fucker!" And he's gonna try to attack him again with his offhand.
Go for it.
That's a 24.
Roll
That
damage.
hits. Put another 2 on there.
Yeah. Okay. The wolf kind of like.
Can I cut his tail off?
Not now, but next turn.
Okay.
Give it a go. The wolf kind of staggers back and goes. My brothers will make short work of you. Eirys. Oh, sorry, no, it's Arthrin. It's Arthrin. He's there. He's got the hunter's mark. He kind of sees a weird giant tome book appear behind that's kind of glowing and floating maliciously. He's like, what the fuck? He's going to roll an attack. 13.
I wish you would try to attack the book. That'd be funny.
That's going to do damage. 2d6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hit points of damage on that. Yeah, he hacks across the wolf again. Guys, the most epic hero in this party is the NPC. He hacks across.
You know what? I'm okay with this.
And he kind of goes, "Why did he just fuck off?" And hacks across. The wolf's like, "Many of your kind have tried." Eirys, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Shoot a bow in the wolf's face.
You do not have advantage because you are not hidden.
Do I have advantage because it's being flanked?
Unfortunately, that's not how firing into combat works.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to use my super new ability. It does use up my bonus action,
Okay.
but it's called Insightful Fighting. I make a wisdom check, an insight check against a creature that I can see that isn't incapacitated, and it has to contest it with a deception check. If I succeed, I can use my sneak attack against target even if I don't have advantage on the attack roll.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Deception was an unnatural 1, so you're on your way.
An unnatural
Yay!
one.
What a good.
Sorry, it was a
story.
2 negative something.
Hold on, okay.
So he's not that great at deception.
And what was mine?
Those
Insight.
charisma saves.
Yeah, 6.
They don't.
Okay,
they're not
so-
the most charismatic of terrifying wolf creatures.
Okay, I got a 17 plus 6 to attack, so 23 to attack.
Of course that
And
is.
then that was an advantage, but I do get the sneak attack.
Yeah, well
That
done.
make those
That
D8s.
that is exactly what that ability was made for. Well done.
Yeah, boy. Okay, so 2d6 plus 4. 3 and 6, so 9 plus 4, 13.
13.
Nice.
13 damage on the wolf.
Okay, he is on his... Oh my goodness. So yeah, you kind of take a deep breath. You ready your bow. You look for the perfect moment where the wolf has been smashed in the face, the tail grabbed back and shanked in the back, and he's looking completely haggard and not paying attention to the fact that you're there. You release the arrow, and it just... The arrow goes all the way through, and the kind of fletching on the arrow is all that's visible out of the wound that you create in its side. And it's looking rough, friends. It's looking very rough.
It's looking rough.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, pun unintended, but I'm gonna let you fucking have it. It's gonna attack you, Sintyrr. 13. It rolls a 19 to hit you.
Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade to a rapier.
Sintyrr, does a 19 hit you?
Sintyrr!
Sintyrr, talk to me, please.
What is your
He's
AC?
dead. He got hit so hard he died.
No! That's
What
what
is
I'm
your
trying to
AC?
avoid.
Sintyrr, talk to me. Does a 19 hit you?
19? Right. Sorry.
You
I.
need to carve your AC into the back of your hand.
Yeah, it does.
2, 6. You sustain 10 points of piercing damage as the wolf
Ouch.
jumps forward, having been racked apart from the side. Blood is oozing all over it, and as it kind of moves its claws from around you, and its jaw from around you, there's as much of its blood on you as your blood. And the other wolf is going to turn from Arthrin towards Yell and just go and open its mouth. Yell and Sintyrr, dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
18 plus 3, that's 21.
Oh yeah, my friend, that is a save. Sintyrr, what have you got?
15.
I'm going to give that to you. 48 is going to be halved. It's gone from
All right.
potentially very nasty to only marginally nasty. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, halved to 5 hit points of cold damage each.
I'm going to use my reaction
I'm
Yeah.
to
fine.
cast Hellish Rebuke.
Oh my god, please describe it to us again. I just love the description of Hellish Rebuke and I don't know right now. Yes.
As soon as the frost breath, I imagine, hits me and the cold takes, I'm gonna brace as I from the cold, and as I reopen my eyes, instead of their usual red, they are just pitch black all over.
Yeah.
I point at the wolf and just down mutt, and it needs to make a dex save. Yeah, dex save.
16.
16 does save, so it takes half as much.
Go for it. What have you got?
That was 7 plus 7 plus 6.
Holy shit! 20 hit points of damage, half to 10. Yeah, so as it kind of opens its mouth and the storm of cold erupts around Yell and Sintyrr, you guys just throw yourselves to the ground and the bits of hail and ice smack into you, but you feel like you've avoided the worst of it. And Yell, you raise your hand up and you recite the incantation, and there's an explosion of flame around the beast, and it yelps. And yeah, it's wounded. I mean, it's not as badly wounded as the other one, but you've done some damage there, my friend. And just so happens, it's your turn. It's facing you. Advantage that you had is now not there, but you've got a turn. What are you going to do?
I am going to gonna make another swing at it with my sword.
Make an attack. No advantage.
13 plus 5 is 18.
Roll damage. Don't forget the +1 for your good weapon.
It's already on there. D&D Beyond tells me I have a...
D&D Beyond, guys. I mean, my god. Amazing tool.
10 points of slashing damage.
Holy crap, you swing the sword around and on the underside of its kind of neck and face it cuts on its chest, and the front paws just come off the ground for a moment, and in the place of where the wound was, there's like a light that shines from inside, and then it cauterizes instantly. It's like you just struck it with a fucking lightsaber. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
How's everyone looking health-wise?
You
I'm
seem
good.
to think everyone's okay. You're handling this all right.
Alright. I'll just kind of brace ready for the next thing then.
Hello.
Obviously.
Hello.
What are you gonna do?
Okay. It's my. I can't. Can I move my spiritual weapon?
You
Is my spiritual weapon still up?
It is up. You can either make an attack against the wolf that is in front, or let me just see if I can move this up.
Is the wolf in front not dead yet?
Okay, so as a
Not
bonus
yet.
action, you can move it up to 20 feet and repeat an attack. So you can move it and attack it as a bonus action now. What would you like to do?
Okay. Is the wolf in front of Yell dead or not?
No, they're both very much alive. I mean, the one besides Sintyrr and Kyro is looking, oh my days, it's looking weakened and frightened and covered in blood, and the one in front of Yell is looking not much better.
Okay, I'm not going to move it. I'll just keep it where it is and attack them.
Roll the attack. Add 3 to it.
18.
Hits, roll damage. Spiritual weapon is a D8.
1d8
plus
spellcasting
1,
modifier.
which is +1.
Plus 1?
Yeah, your spellcasting ability is wisdom, and your wisdom modifier is +1.
I am with you now.
Spellcasting modifier is your proficient plus the thing. Yeah. Oh no, sorry, that's just the mod.
Your spell
That's the spell
ability,
attack bonus, not the modifier.
Yeah. Your spellcasting ability modifier is the ability that you use to spellcast. In Ella's case, wisdom.
I am with you, right. Ooh, 9.
9 hit points of
9.
damage. Whoa. So yeah, the spiritual weapon just comes down whoomp on its back, and there's a as the spine breaks. And he goes,
Oh.
and neither of them are talking anymore. They're both looking scared and liable to flee. What is Sintyrr gonna do?
I'm going to. I don't know. Like, I don't have any desire for vengeance against them. I don't think he's the type to go after opponents that are going to flee. So I think he'll probably use yeah, what is that spell called? Command to tell one of them to flee.
Okay. What's the save? Is it a wisdom save?
The save is a wisdom save, and the DC is 14.
It rolled a 5, so you kind of extend your hand and you command, flee. And the arcane energy wraps around the beast, and it suddenly looks very terrified and but also kind of subservient. It's gonna turn and it's gonna run on its turn. It's able to turn around in the direction it's going to run on your turn. That's your action. Yeah. Kyro, what are you going to do? Kyro, are you with us?
Yo? What happened?
Kyro, are you with us?
I reconnected. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
I can.
Hello.
He's going to smile because he likes it when they try to run away, and then he's going to attack it.
Roll with
Like,
advantage. Roll with advantage. It's turning, it's running.
If you hadn't,
all right,
Eirys
I
is
got a dirty 20.
Roll the damage. Don't forget the... Oh, yeah. Oh, bloody hell. Wow.
17.
It died twice.
Is it dying? Does it die with this?
Yeah, you kind of turn... As it turns to run, you just, like, grab its maw.
I want to skin it.
You put both of your... You put your arm around its maw. Its jaw is so big that you need to wrap your entire arm around it. And you just shank underneath it and drag the dagger down its neck. And as far as you can go, blood pours out over the snow and goes... and it collapses to the ground. You're greeted.
I'm pleased with this result.
You're greeted by the sight of your father having just cast a spell telling it to flee, looking at you with a stunned and slightly disappointed look in the eye, I'd imagine.
Well, I mean,
Kyro looks proud of himself at first, but then he just looks upset.
Whatever. It's about what I expected, so I'm not mad at him. This is understandable, but it's just another reminder.
He's irritated by his father's reaction. The end.
Arthrin is going to swing at the wolf that's just turned to yell. He will do it.
Angers him further.
My friends.
Wait, I think I have a bonus action.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
what would you like to do?
I'm checking to see if I'm able to dash with a bonus action.
You can do.
You can.
Yes, then I will. I will dash to go where Yell and Arthur are.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can just get there with your regular move, you know. You
But
don't
I
need to
use
dash.
that to attack.
No, you're
Your
moving.
movement.
You use your action.
Oh,
to
that's
attack.
right. I forgot. Oh,
You
I
get
forgot
movement,
it's
action,
separate
bonus
for-
action.
I'm dumb. Okay. Then, I don't think I can use my bonus action to attack it though, can I?
No, I think you're.
Okay, that's fine.
Your two weapons.
Then my turn is
Is
over.
Beth at the same time, yeah. So Arthur.
All
is
right,
going
my
to
turn's
swing.
over then.
He rolls with advantage. He hits the beast. 3, 4, 5, another 7 hit points of damage on this beast. Oh my god, guys! Oh my god! Oh my god! He just shanks it in the side, and it collapses up, and it looks at Yell in the face, kind of like shrugging off Arthur's blade. It kind of collapses on all fours. It's still alive. It's on its last legs, and it looks up and he goes, "More of my brethren lie further up the mountain. You're doomed." Eirys, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to shoot it with my bow.
Again, I'm gonna say that you can use that bonus action of yours. Is that a limited use thing, or can you use that every bonus action?
I think it's whenever I want. Just have a quick read through the. Oh, how long do our is it per 1 minute? Do we each get 10 turns, or is it
Yeah.
1
It's
minute
each
for
10
everybody
turns.
to take?
It's-
Okay, it says benefit lasts for 1 minute or until I until I successfully use it. So I just guess I have to reuse it. Yeah, if I wasn't successful, I think it just lasts for a minute until I am successful.
Okay.
But it says as a bonus action, doesn't say about how long it lasts or anything.
Is it from?
Oh, either way, you could do it again.
It's Xanathar's and it's called Insightful Fighting. It's the Inquisitive, forgotten what they call it for rogues.
It's an Inquisitor rogue, isn't it?
Archetype, the Inquisitive archetype.
Rogue. Inquisitive. Ear for
And
deceit,
insightful fighting.
Insightful fighting. Yeah, it says as a bonus action you can make a wisdom
So I just lose
Yeah,
my bonus action.
It just doesn't.
Yeah.
It just says that you use a bonus action. It doesn't say about anything. So.
And
Sweet,
D&D
and I
Beyond
don't-
doesn't have any boxes saying it's only this many uses.
Okay.
I don't have advantage on the roll at the moment, do I? Because I'm not.
You don't.
king?
But if you were to use that, then you can gain it, right? Is that what I'm understanding?
No, I think I don't get advantage, but I think if I do hit, I get to roll for sneak attack.
Okay.
But it's
so
just a straight roll.
It's rolled deception. And it's rolled 15.
Oh yeah, I have to do that first. Sorry, I forget. Okay. Oh, I rolled a 15, but then my insight is +5, so 20. Dirty
Okay.
20.
So yeah. So you get the sneak attack, but the roll is just straight.
Okay. Roll good. Oh, okay. I only got 10.
In total,
Yeah.
you guys were doing so well up to that point. It's just
Yeah.
it just flies straight over the curved but curved inwards, the kind of concave spine, as after having been smashed in by the encyclopedia spiritual weapon, and misses. I'm afraid. That's it.
I stay there.
All right, Yell.
Well, isn't it its turn, or is it not moving at all?
Oh wait. Yeah.
Because you killed
thing's
the
missing.
actual thing.
Very honest of you. It's going to take an attack at you. 15. Does that hit you?
Yeah.
You sustain 7 hit points of piercing damage as the jaws clamp at you, but as they do kind of close around your body, you stick out your arms, your elbows, and impact the jaws, and it doesn't do as much damage as perhaps you might have thought, which is why
Is
it's
it
only
prone
7
at the
damage.
moment?
No, it's very, very weak.
Okay.
It's kind of lying down, but it's on its fours, so it's
Oh, just crouching.
yeah. I'm just gonna say it's still in a kind of position. I was just being poetic with my descriptions. Yeah.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo. I'm going for the overkill. I'm just going to look it right in the eye and just be like, well then, they better fucking run. And I'm going to cast Shatter just behind it so
Oh
that it's
shit, shatter.
only 10 feet.
Okay.
It needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
It will do so. It wasn't a good roll.
Ooh.
It rolled a 7.
It needed to be 13, so it fails, so it takes the full damage. So that is 8, 6, 3. That is 11, 19, 17. 17 damage. 17 thunder damage.
Okay. So you kind of raise out your hand and you bring it to the ground, closing your fists as you do. And when you do, a bolt just goes, and lightning energy scatters around and racks its way through the creature's body. It goes and collapses to the ground, exhaling its last. Ella's
Alright,
spiritual weapon
nice.
does a somersault in midair.
I've got a.
Is over.
Is it? Okay. I think
gonna
Kyro's
bolt
gonna
and
spend the rest of his watch, though, expecting more wolves to maybe show up, and he's going to prepare to ambush them.
I rolled a
Yeah, that's
13 for my
a good
arrow.
point.
Yeah, he's good on rest, so. Well, I guess he did just take. Well, no, actually, he's fine. He's basically at full health.
After having been healed by your teammates, which is great tactical
Yes.
from everybody. Well done.
Yeah.
That was
You guys can rest while he watches.
That was a very, very sweet and productive combat. I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of you guys. I'm gonna have to try harder to kill you.
You can throw more wolves at us.
You guys settle down for the night.
I'll take the EXP if you're gonna throw it at us.
If I rolled a 13 for my arrows, and I think I used 4-ish. I think it was 4.
I'm gonna say you recover 3.
That makes sense.
Thank you.
Remember that the one that you fired earlier on at the boulder
Shattered.
is shattered, so that's gone.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've got plenty though. Just make sure y'all keep count because I'm not doing that shit.
I am.
So,
after
Kyro's
a
gonna
while-
have his watch over here by that rock.
Okay. Ba-dum, ba-dum. All right. After a while, Ella, you tickle the kind of spine of the spiritual weapon. It makes as close to a giggle as a magically summoned home encyclopedia can make. And within a little while, it kind of the time of the spell passes and it fades and it sparkles.
Your spiritual weapon's got personality.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say,
Can I-
say
can
for
I-
this. Yeah, Ella, go for it.
Sorry, I was just going to go up to Arthur.
Yes. Hello. Hi. These are big wolves.
You
They're dead
okay?
wolves.
I'm fine. I just never seen. Jesus Christ, they're bigger than horses. Oh. Fuck. Are you alright?
I want to skin the wolf and cook it.
Am I in earshot of this?
Yeah, it's all around the kind of dying embers of the fire.
Yeah, and I'm like, wolves are never about the size you expect them to be.
I mean, most of the wolves that I've ever seen are wolf-sized. You know. Oh fuck. Oh god.
Yeah, those were bigger than normal, and
Hey,
I
maybe they
don't
were
think
only the
they were
puppies.
regular wolves at all.
Yeah, well, Jesus Christ.
And
I also don't think they were puppies.
Jesus,
You
they
never know.
talk. Am I the only one who thinks that? Am I going crazy here?
Did we hear them talk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were
They're like, no, they were talking.
I responded to them.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Have you
I
seen
put my hand on his.
Yeah, Ella, go for it.
I put my hand on his shoulder. I say to him, "Close your eyes.
Well, then.
All right.
Take a deep breath, and count to 10."
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Feel better?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I've just, I'm sorry, but just look at these things. They're huge.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
And now they're dead.
So,
You get used to it over time. The first fight's always hardest.
yeah.
I mean, that's
I give him a look.
I've ever not run away from. Yeah.
You have arcane energy.
What? What do you mean?
Well, you did something to that wolf.
I
You
don't
put a
know.
mark on that
You
wolf.
know fucking magic.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, alright? I just reached for my weapon, something happened. I said some shit that just came into my mind while I was doing it, okay? I don't know how, I don't know why. And then
Did I say it was a fucking bad thing?
I don't know, it
You
just...
can see what the fuck I can do.
I didn't see it happen. Maybe you're a sorcerer or something. It happens.
Jesus Christ, a sorcerer?
Well,
Is this the first time?
that's the only thing I can think of where it's bloodline related and just sort of
Did we
you
take your
have it.
magic for
Unless you've been unless you secretly have made some sort of pact with an eldritch being or
What?
studied wizardry or.
Do I look like a wizard to you?
So what you're
Oh,
saying is,
wizards can look like all sorts of things.
what you're saying
Do you
is,
have a particular connection to a god or nature in general?
I appreciate Melora as much as the next man.
Oh, okay. So you're probably like a druid or a ranger then.
I mean, I might be. I can't explain what just happened.
I can't either. I don't really know anything about this stuff. I've known rangers and druids, but I don't know how it works.
Question. Because of Ella's background, would she know what rangers are, what druids are?
Make a history check.
I'm looking out over the cliff to see if I see any movement or anything.
24!
Like a beast.
You remember your time at the temple and the kind of teaching and the library there. It was boring, but it wasn't for naught. And you've learned of the lore of the druids of the land and how they occasionally, on rare occasion, mix blood with the kind of human folk, particularly those who are of the working ways, the woodsmen. And as far as you can see, it seems Arthur, even looking at him now as he stands, his bow slung around his back, his short sword in his hand, and his studded armor on, his cloak kind of billowing around behind him, caught in the early morning wind. He kind of looks at you uncertainly, and you perceive...
He's got ranger blood.
You perceive that this is a ranger. And he's not even aware. For some reason, he's not even aware of the potential.
His
that lies
daddy
within
taught him all the basics.
He's told you before that his father taught him about how to use the bow and the short sword, and how to navigate in woods. But
Arthrin,
yeah.
who was your mother? Was she of was she a magical being?
A magical being? No.
Was she a druid?
She was. She appreciated nature, if that's what you mean. I don't know what the word druid means. I'm sorry.
It need not be something from the immediate family. It could be something from way back. I've heard of, I don't know if it works the same, but I've heard of sorcerers where the magical lineage that they came from
any of you still
skips
need to
many
sleep?
generations.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kyro. Can you make a nature check to see how well you stripped the wolf that you talked about?
Oh yeah, sure.
As for what Sintyr's saying, Arthur looks at you, Sintyrr, and says, I mean, Mother appreciated the woods, and Father worked in the woods. I mean, we were servants of the Quicksilver family, but he liked taking walks. He was a craftsman. He taught me everything I knew about shooting.
Well, whatever the case is, it seems like you've tapped into something raw, and maybe you can, like, work with that, you know?
Maybe that's what's been... Maybe that's why I've been drawn to travel with you. Maybe a message...
Well, that would make a lot of sense, right? If you're really born to be a ranger, then you probably feel really cooped up in that village.
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. You would not believe it. Oh.
Got a 9 on the thing.
Well, it seems like you're in the right place then.
I do slightly below average.
I'm happy for you.
Sintyrr kind of... Rathren looks at you, it's like... Yeah. You know what? You're right. You know what? Maybe that's what I'm called for. Maybe I'm called to be a beast hunter.
Well...
Where's Eirys?
Well, one thing at a time, right? Well, yeah, where is Eirys?
I'm stood on the edge of the cliff looking out. I rolled a 21 perception check to see if I saw anything
do
else.
it. You've so much to live for.
Yeah, 21 to jump.
I wouldn't expect that from her.
No, just perception.
What you can see out from the certain kind of turn that you're taking around is the rising peak of the adjacent mountain. And it rises up high, but like you kind of glance behind you, and then at the peak immediately ahead of you, it kind of the opening, the valley kind of stretches down hundreds and hundreds of feet, miles and miles, and then comes up again. You feel like the peak that you're currently standing amidst near the base of is higher. It goes taller. You're at the tallest peak. Of that, you're 100% certain. You can see down below the rolling crags and hills, occasional clumps of barren trees. Further down, they're windswept and devoid of leaves, clinging onto life. And then, as you've come up to the snow line now, here and above, there's no trees at all. As the cold, bitter wind of the mountain claims all plant life. You know that there are going to be greater dangers as you head up the mountain, but you also know that you're not alone. And for the first time in your life, as you make your way here and you breathe a sigh of relief after that fight, nature is a predator here, but the syndicate is not, and that's a comforting thought to you.
Okay, so I feel a bit off the grid.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Sorry, Sintyrr, what were you saying?
So, there's definitely going to be more wolves up ahead. What can we do to prepare for that? We know what the enemy is. We've got a bit of an advantage then.
Whoever's on watch, try to be stealthy and catch them off guard when they assume to get the drop
We
on
could
them.
probably not light our exact location with a campfire.
Yeah,
we could
is
not
there
let
anything we can
them-
do to throw off their scent?
I don't know, guys. I'm really cold.
Oh, well, just ideas.
Oh,
Do any of you still need to
I
sleep?
I cast Cure Wounds on Arthur.
Oh, okay.
We could take a short rest, though.
I mean, you guys, strictly speaking, you're in the middle of a long rest, so I'm happy for you guys to just all of you take a long rest, and then
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
call it a long rest. You know that there are other wolves nearby, so it's wise to keep some lookouts. But essentially, we can just restart a long rest cycle if you would like.
Alright.
Because for some of you,
sounds
that's
good.
been pretty brutal. Ella, you walk up and you lay your hands on Arthrin. He kneels down as you bid him, and you lay your hands on his shoulders, and restorative energy flows into his body, and he kind of goes, that feels awesome. That feels really good, Ella, but I'm still cold.
I stand behind Arthur and wrap my arms around him and just give him like a big bear hug.
Oh, thank you, Yell. Yes, this is great. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Jeez. Of all the people on this cursed continent, I've ended up with you people.
Yep.
Kyro's gonna
Lucky
hand
you.
some.
And now you're stuck with us.
Kyro's gonna hand some cooked wolf meat to Eirys.
Yeah,
Thank you.
The wolf has been cooked. You haven't been able to keep any of the pelt. The pelt was ruined. You haven't been able to...
Yeah, it's fine.
preserve
I
that.
just slashed it up because I don't care about it.
Well, it would probably piss off the rest of the wolves if we started, like, wearing their bros, you know?
That's the idea, isn't it?
You're more important.
Well, I don't know. We don't want to berserker rage them.
They were strange beasts. They opened their mouths and summoned fucking snowstorms. It's
And they
crazy.
talked.
They talked.
Last I heard, wolves didn't talk.
Oh,
I point my
normal
finger and I
wolves.
make things explode. I
Yeah,
don't
come
see
to
what the
think of
problem is.
it, we should entertain the possibility that they could have been werewolves.
Werewolves? Oh god.
And if that's the case, we should probably inspect any bites that any of us got.
Or maybe they were some sort of other spell thing.
I mean, they could be anything else. I don't know anything about werewolves or the differences between
Oh god.
any
What
of these things, but
One of them
listen.
tried to bite me. One of them tried to bite me. Ella.
So sure you want to come with us, rogue boy?
What? I told you I'm not a rogue. I'm just someone who just...
Sure you're
Listen,
not.
listen, for the first time in my life, I did something that made, like, a fucking monster glow, and that shit's never happened before. If that's if that kind of stuff is happening when I'm with you, then I know I'm on the right path. I don't give a shit.
Okay. Well, I think
Sounds like you're
as
trying
long
to-
as we take a look at those wounds and keep an eye out for any weird symptoms, it should be fine.
Who was Kyro? You were probably mauled by the snowstorm that one of them attacked.
Yeah, he's cold too.
Arthrin was attempted to be bitten but didn't actually suffer any punctures. Yell, you did get bit.
I did get bit.
Okay.
So Yell's the only one you really gotta watch.
I'm gonna go look at his wound, see if it
Does it
looks
seem
any.
cursed?
How cursed does it look?
Make a medicine check.
Okay.
I'm going to start howling.
Hold on. I got 14.
You look at the wound as he's been resting and as he's been nibbling on the pieces of cooked meat that Kyro's made. That's going to sustain you guys for a little while.
Alright, we could turn some of these into rations, maybe.
Yeah, you can probably constitute 1 day's
How
worth
does
of
that
rations
work?
from the entire meat.
Alright then.
So what you can do is you can use that wolf meat to make 1 day's worth of rations for one person. That makes sense?
I feel weird about eating a
Okay.
sentient creature, so I will pass.
Okay.
More for us.
So Sintyrr, as you're looking at Yell's wound, you look in. There's obviously an urgent need to get this like plastered up and stuff, and get it covered, and let the natural healing process work. You can cast magic to aid and shorten that healing process, as all restorative magic does. You don't see any sign of there being any arcane nature to it, any curse to it. You don't see any,
Okay.
of that nature.
In my professional opinion, I think you're fine. Probably not werewolves.
Oh, thank God. Arthur suddenly notices that there's blood on his sword, and he kind of like scrapes it across the snow on the floor. And sheaths. So what's the plan now?
If any of you need
I,
a rest or whatever, we can do that and then we move.
I think we should
Yeah.
sleep until dawn.
Does anyone need healing or anything?
If we're about to take a rest, shouldn't really
Okay.
matter.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys take
Alright.
a long rest, and by the time that you've woken up, the sun is fairly high in the sky.
Stupid.
Yeah. I mean, the elves are. Kyro, was there anything else? I think you were taking watch from a place away from the campsite.
Yeah, he's like hidden in an ambush sort of position by the rocks.
Yeah.
He had
was
last watch.
consented, then
He
you
had
and
last
Arthur.
watch anyway. I think Arthur needs to continue to sleep though. I don't know.
He's had a big day, bless him.
Arthur, yeah, he does rest. Kyro,
Yes.
you make a perception check for us for that night.
All right. 14.
The wind keeps on cutting across and biting, but for the warm 3 layers of woolen clothing that you've got over you, it would be biting cold, but you're able to resist it. It's still cold, but not debilitatingly so. And you kind of listen out with your heightened ears of the perception of your kin, and you do hear evidence of shifting, and from a very, very long distance away, hundreds and hundreds of feet, fell howling. You feel that these might have been scouts for a larger pack, but the pack in of itself is very far away, far enough away for you guys to enjoy the rest of a night's rest.
Mm-hmm.
You guys wake up.
I want to dispose of the corpses over the side of the cliff
Easy enough to do. You guys.
and try to obscure the blood and what have you.
Okay, you're able to overturn some of the rocks, and there's not deep snow at this point. It's just like in various places, but you kick
Is
around
there any
the water.
fresh snow?
It's kind of slushy at this point.
Ah.
But you're able to like kick around. You use the kind of charred cinders from the fire to obscure as much as you can. Kyro and Yell, I'm happy for you to make a nature check to try and disguise what's happened.
All right.
I mean, I was going to draw a giant dick in the fresh snow, but there is no fresh snow.
I crit. There's no trace of us.
What do you roll? Yeah.
I rolled. Was it nature?
Mhm.
8 total.
If he fucks it up, I'll just tell him to stop. I got
Yeah.
a 20.
Yell, you kind of like start scuffing and just kicking. There's a big clump of ash that goes into the air as you kick the fire.
Kira just puts like a hand on you and it just shakes his head and just no.
You bashfully.
And then he erases all the traces.
Yeah, it's by the time Kyro's done, it's as if nobody has even been here, let alone set up a camp and fought against 2 giant winter wolves.
What a good campfire, boy.
You
There's
guys make
definitely
your way
more
further
wolves,
along.
by the way. So when we camp next, we should probably set something up.
For the sake of what's going to happen now, I'm going to say that you travel for another 2 days. So I'd like you to remove 2 more days of rations each.
Alright.
And I'm out of rations.
Oh, fun.
So we most of us didn't get anything from those wolves. It was just one
It
day's
was
worth of
1
rations
day's worth of rations for 1 person.
for one person.
So one
Okay.
person needs to add.
Should I assume we go
additional
to Kyro, or was it Sintyrr who did the?
I think Kira did it, so he has it.
Yeah, he'll have
Yeah,
it.
that's fine. Arthrin kind of like comes around. Eirys, you're near the back of the group. He kind of falters while you're walking. He kind of looks at you. It's like, listen, this is really fucking stupid, but I don't have any rations. Okay, I had like enough for a day, and they're already gone.
Oh.
I'm not gonna let you starve to death up a mountain. Don't worry.
Thanks.
Oh,
I don't have much money, but I can reimburse you for 1 day at least.
I'll be there in a second.
All right.
Guys, I suddenly need to leave.
That's okay. I don't have
Okay.
much else planned
Okay.
for today.
Well, okay, sorry. See you guys later. Thanks.
All right,
Bye.
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 well played. Ah, okay. The barking dog's gone. That's nice. So yeah, Arthrin.
Let's just get up and down this mountain and figure it out then.
Right. Okay. Hey. Thank you.
Don't mention it. You're More used to me alive than dead anyway. I don't want to have to haul your carcass back down the mountain and explain that to your second cousin.
To be fair, we could use him as a sled.
Ow!
I'm sorry, I wouldn't do
They're
that.
just like, he wouldn't make a very good sled.
You freeze him first.
But he'd thaw. He'd thaw on the way back.
Good point.
We're
We'd have to
not
haul
using
the
anyone for a
carcass
sledge.
There's a
Still
lot better
sure you
things
want
we
to
can
come with
use
us?
for a sled.
I know I'm on the right path. And you guys at the moment are. This is your second day of the second day from that night. So a day has passed. You rested. Another day has passed, and halfway through that day, you're coming around. The path is starting to narrow, and the left turn is becoming a little bit more steep as it winds around the mountain again and again and again. And it would seem that you're coming to a place where you're near the peak. The temperature is bitter cold, and yeah, the elements are really starting to whip up. The snow is now crunching thick underfoot, and yeah, the path has narrowed significantly. But as you guys are ribbing Arthrin, there's a sound of a up ahead, and you guys suddenly look up. You all kind of crouch semi automatically, and you guys watch as you see the scuffle of churned up snow. Because of the intensity of the storm that you're currently walking through, it's been difficult to see. But now, who's got a passive perception of 15 or more?
I do, and I'd also, the moment I hear that, like to stealth and grab Arthur and just like chuck him behind with me wherever I'm hiding.
Okay, make that check. I'll combine it.
And I've
with...
got 17 passive perception.
I'd like you to do
Natural
a
19.
stealth check with disadvantage and a strength check to grab onto Arthrin.
Disadvantage. That was a 15. And then what is my stealth? I think it's +8.
Okay, so disadvantage is...
15 + 8 is a 22, and that's just my stealth.
Hang on a
My
minute.
strength.
15 + 8 is 23. You rolled 23 with disadvantage.
Yeah, I got a natural 19 and a natural 15.
Holy fuck nuggets, okay. So yeah, you're stealth perfectly. Grab a strength check to suddenly grab Arthrin and just sweep to one side.
6. And what's my strength? It's just a straight strength, isn't it?
Yeah, just strength.
-1. 5.
Okay, so you try and grab Arthrin,
Whoops.
but your hands slip around the like scale mail armor that he's wearing. Sorry, not scale mail, but the studded armor.
I just stroke him as I
You just,
disappear.
yeah, you kind of just gently caress him and just.
He's like, wow, I had it figured out wrong.
Yeah. He kind of like feels a hand caress his cheek, and then he turns, and there's nothing there.
How spooky.
Eirys, you are stealth. You are super sneaky.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, how do I indicate sneaky? Sneaky. And you guys, I'm going to show you the screen. Here we go.
I'm excited.
Eirys has snapped up along the side, the inside of this path.
There's a big
Arthrin,
black thing.
It's obscuring the inside of a cave up ahead. But what you can
Oh.
see as you step slightly forward and see the powdery snow fall to the
Oh,
ground
neat.
is apparently an
scuffle.
altercation between a couple of the wolves that you've seen before and a couple huge, vast, gargantuan, white fur
Ooh, I know what we should
creatures.
do.
And
So we're making a
they
pilgrimage up the
roaring.
mountain, and we've just found a yeti.
Yes.
A troll,
Two.
even. A snow troll.
No, okay, god damn it. Watch that happen. You see them launching against each other, completely unaware of your existence.
Oh.
And
I thought we let them try to kill each other and then we pick off whoever's left.
and that's where
Mhm.
we'll end today's session.
Very nice.
You're
I'm
Koshan.
excited. I have a
Well done.
question.
What's your question?
The next time we would play would be Christmas Eve.
Oh, yeah, well that's
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm not gonna be here.
I'm perfectly happy that Christmas Eve is not a reasonable time to do this.
And the one after that is New Year's Eve, so again, I imagine people aren't going to be
Yeah.
around. But that makes me sad because it's a
I'm
whole
sad.
month.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on. Wait.
That is in the next week, not the session after. The session after would be the 7th.
Yeah, sorry. So like, if we did it a week after the next time we
No.
were due, it would be New Year's Eve.
No. But I'm happy to keep it. Just to schedule this for a month's time. Is the 7th okay?
Yep.
Is the 7th okay for everybody?
Yep.
I know that
Yes.
obviously Christmas time is going to be busy for us, so I'm happy for us to just give it a month's rest. But guys, I mean, you've scaled most of the mountain. You've
I
come across
like
a
it.
dangerous foe. You've repelled, and the party gains 1,400 experience points. I'm gonna let you divide it by 5, so that's oh god, 280.
280. Got it.
280 each.
Nice.
Arthrin is doing milestone progression. So you guys are getting the XP and Arthrin.
Good for you, Arthrin.
Yeah.
Arthrin's learning from watching.
Arthrin he's not even
And
sure what's
experiencing
going on,
life.
man. Yeah. He doesn't even know what's going on.
He'll figure it out. He's a young person.
Well played, everybody.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun.
Oh,
Thank
that was
you.
good.
I'm keeping notes of everyone's debts.
sword.
Yes,
I need to come up
Me
with
too.
a
hold
new
of
sword.
those.
I now
Ah.
have a debt diary of who owes
Love
me
it.
what.
Yeah, please.
Arthrin
please keep a
owes
hold of
you
that.
studded leather armor,
Yeah.
/ 30 gold.
30 gold, and a ration.
Poor Arthrin.
I haven't given him a ration yet.
Okay, I won't write that down
He's
then.
just about managing to get by with the scraps he had in his pack, but from this point onwards, he's going to be in trouble.
Ah, yes, very good.
I need to come up with a nickname for my new sword.
You do.
Willie the Second.
The very good. My big
The
Willie?
bigger, the bigger,
Bigger,
better.
better, more. Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Long Willie.
I'm thrilled.
You
Well
could call it
played.
Long Willie.
'Cause it's a long sword.
My
The
Willie
last one
Wonka.
was also a long sword, though.
Oh, well.
Anyway, I'm going to stop recording now. Well done, everybody. Well played.
Thank you.
May the
Thank
force
you.
be with you, and see you
Yes.
after Christmas. See you in 2019.
Happy
Holy
Christmas
crap.
and Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Da, da.